Hey, I'm going live. Yep. Hi, I'm actually live right now, so okay, bye. Okay. Alrighty. Can you guys hear me? See me? Happy friggin' New Year. How you doing? Darcy, thank you so much for being the first super chatter. What's up, Pinky? What's up, Rick? What's up, Complexity? It's good to see you guys. Hello, Sheetal. Ooh, I like the name. I know that I'm not saying it right. Hello, Vanessa. How are you guys doing? So please excuse me. I'm in the like I just got out of the gym. Clearly, right? I just got out of the gym. Just got done picking up my kids. So I'm in the midst of working and I'm in the midst of making instant pot spaghetti because that's how all the pro moms do it, right? So please excuse me if I have to like get up and check on stuff, okay? So you guys obviously hi, happy new year. It is an interesting one thus far. We started out with Venus square Saturn, so I know all of my Libra and Taurus risings are super chirpy about that. Hope that it was a good one for you and your holidays were super super awesome. We are going to be taking a look at what you don't see coming. Sorry, I have like this hair here that is bothering me. What you don't see coming for this weekend. So January 5th, 6th, and 7th, okay? I'm going to be doing all signs, obviously, Aries through to Pisces. When it comes to tarot in general, you can check for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. And for astrology, obviously, your rising, but we're not doing astrology today. Okay, we're just going to be doing tarot. I'm going to be starting out with Aries. If you want to do a super chat question, most of you guys already know how it works, but for those of you that don't know how it works, you can just visit my website, violettaalexis.com, and look under super chat rules. Also, make sure that you guys are following my Instagram and my Twitter. Also, keep in mind that the all signs for members, okay, if you don't know what the membership is, you can just go to my YouTube channel and click join, and all of the information will be there. All of the love readings are out for the ends of the year. The last all signs was out for members only for the end of the year, and the astrological transits have all been posted. So we're all clear for December and moving on to an awesome January. I want to give a special shout out to my wonderful moderators, Rick Astor, Complexity, and also Lori. She's not here right now, but a special shout out to them. I definitely could not do it without you guys, and it means a lot for me. It means a lot for me. I mean, I guess it does mean a lot for me. A lot. It means a lot to me. God help us all. 2024 is going to be great. I'm really excited. It is the year of the dragon, might I add. Okay, Chinese astrology. I don't know if you guys follow it. I'm a fire dragon in Chinese astrology. My grandmother, she was a dragon. Her death anniversary is actually today, so New Year's always sucks for me. But she was a dragon. My eldest daughter is a dragon, and my best friend, who I have matching tattoos with, is also a dragon. So if you are born in the Chinese zodiac of the dragon, I absolutely love you, most likely. And yeah, so thank you, Code. It's good to see you. Brandon, what's up? Can I apologize for being a dick? I don't even know what you're talking about. I literally don't even know what you're talking about. You like, I think that you had your own like crisis in private that nobody knew about except for you, unless I'm mistaken. But as far as I know, I didn't know anything changed until you hashtag, prodigal son on Twitter and adding me, and I just don't know what you're talking about. But absolutely, you're more than welcome to apologize. Because I don't know what you're talking about. Zaza, thank you so much for that super chat question. Shout out to Lori. Hello. Coolio. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, buddy. So usually I use these black cards, which are actually my complete favorite. One of my clients, Jessica, she bought me this deck here, and it definitely has like some different kinds of cards. They have like a caution card and a star seed card, so I really like it. But I think today, these cards always remind me of Aquarius. I'm not sure why, or Sagittarius. I just think that they're kind of funky and they're kind of different. So I think I'm going to use those today. Okay. What's up, Divinely Guided? You should use that as the intro to your next rap? No. Wait, use what? You talking about what I said to Brandon? Mercedes. Tomorrow is my brother's birthday. He would have been 43 for tomorrow. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I am so sorry. It definitely sucks, you know. We love a good Capricorn, baby. my grandfather, who's obviously my grandmother's husband. He was a Capricorn. He was born on January 9th. My grandmother was a day after me, September 22nd. So they were Virgo and Capricorn. They were married for God, I don't even know how long, and they had 3 beautiful daughters, and then I had 2 daughters. I swear it just runs in the family. But yeah, January 1st always sucks for me. My grandmother died on January 1st of 2021, and then my ex died 2 days later, and I was like, really? Okay, that's what we're doing here? Okay, great. Like, how do you even the call? Oh. Oh my God, wait. I was live when you guys heard the call. Yeah, no, I'm working like right now. Oh my God, now I gotta go back and I gotta watch that. That is so funny. What's up, Madison? All right, you guys. So let's go ahead, shuffle these cards. We'll get ready for Aries first. So you guys, we are going to be taking a look at what you don't see coming for this weekend. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th of January. Just get these clarifiers. Of course, I am going to pull advice messages for you guys. I'm so sorry, Violetta. Hey, if I could say anything about my life, it has never been boring. I will say that. It has never been boring, but thank you so much. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. And then 2 weeks later, one of my fans back when I was a live streamer on You Now, he died. John. I was like, wow, really? Like he went to all like the fan meet and greets and like took pictures with me and I just couldn't believe it. I just could not believe it. And then one of my fans of 7 years, Richard, who was my best friend's assistant, what is going on? Sorry about that, you guys. Died on December 27th, which is also my 4-year sober anniversary. So, Capricorn season is never that great for me. Or like it is, but it isn't. You know what I mean? So let's see. I swear my grandma died and she took my ex with her. She's like, come on, let's go. It's so weird. So bizarre. All right, let's see here. Alrighty. All right, give me Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements, please. What's up, fire breathing dove? I love your readings and your energy. Thank you, Christy. I appreciate that. That means a lot. A lot of young people are leaving this 3D. Did they get the COVID shot? It wasn't about COVID. No. My ex had a heart condition and my grandma was just old. You know what her last words were? Her last words at the retirement home were, I can't do this anymore. And she slumped over and just let go. And I was like, damn, that's crazy. She just slumped over and she's like, I can't do it anymore. She was like my mom. Like, she was like my mom. She kind of raised me a lot in my life off and on. All right, let's see. All right, Aries, let's check it out. Let's check it out. Ma'am! What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Get out. Jeez Louise, what is going on here? Oh my God. Sorry, guys. Cat mom and just straight up mom problems. Okay. My cat absolutely loves to fuck with me. As soon as she hears my attention going anywhere that has nothing to do with her, she has to scratch my bed. She has to jump in my laundry basket. She has to climb up the curtains. And she looks at me when she does it. It's like typical Leo behavior, like typical fucking Leo behavior. Honestly. Elle, thank you so much for that super chat question. So without further ado, let's check it out. All right. Is this going to work for me today? Yes, it is. All right, Aries. You have the Three of Pentacles, the King of Wands in reverse, and the Eight of Wands in reverse. All right, I'm not gonna say that this is you, just because I don't want to I don't want to focus on cross watcher viewership. I'm gonna say that maybe this is somebody else, okay? But keep in mind that absolutely could be somebody, okay? That could be you, okay? You might be the one with the pride and the ego up your ass, all right? Not Aries, right? Wait, let me put the sign up. Sorry, guys, I'm a little confuzzled. So, this to me is you simply trying to get along, potentially with somebody at work. Okay, it doesn't have to be work. I mean, it is going to be the weekend, so I doubt it's that. But to me, this seems like you're trying to get on the same page with someone, and it could be in some kind of collaboration, could be family, but it seems like somebody's kind of trying to force their narrative down your throat a little bit. This could be a romantic interest. This could be a father figure. Like I said, it could be you, but it seems like they're trying to push it down your throat for some reason. So whatever the hell that means. So let's take a look. Tell me about that Three of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles. Okay. And it just feels like to me you guys are, minding your fucking business, really. Ace of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. To me, this is you guys coming up with some kind of new creative idea or coming up with some new kind of endeavor in order to get your finances straight. There could be some kind of offer that's coming to you where maybe somebody wants to collaborate. Maybe somebody wants to collaborate on some kind of YouTube channel or something like that. So that way you guys can make money. For others of you, this is just simply you doing what it is that you need to do in order to lead a stable lifestyle, in order to take care of your home. I feel like a lot of you guys are very business focused this weekend more than anything. Some of you guys are starting to become entrepreneurs if you haven't already, or you are kind of leaning into that. But I don't think it's without help. It feels to me like somebody's helping you. What's that Nine of Wands in reverse? The Seven of Wands in reverse. It feels to me like someone has your back. Like if there's a moment this weekend where you're feeling like imposter syndrome, or you're feeling like you can't really meet the challenge, or you're feeling kind of backed into a corner or intimidated in some way, I definitely feel like you have somebody that's giving you a little bit of a nudge, or trying to inspire you in some way, because it's kind of this sense of you really not trying to pay attention to that mentality of like, I don't feel like I really fit in, or I don't really know if I can do this. And you're definitely on this brink of like giving up, but I feel like you have somebody that is trying to help you in some way. So I don't know what that means, but it looks like it's in regards to some kind of home, family, or business endeavor. So let's take a look at that King of Wands in reverse. Happy New Year. Here I am again. Tell me about that King of Wands. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. It's been a long day. The Nine of Cups in reverse. Uh-oh. Yeah, see, this could be somebody at a distance for some of you. Of course, it doesn't have to be, but you see how this Queen of Pentacles is looking this way? You see how this King of Wands is looking this way? This to me makes me feel like you're almost intentionally trying to ignore somebody or put somebody off because they are quite literally putting you off. It feels like this is somebody that really is only acting like they care about themselves. Like everything that they do has to be about them, or it has to benefit them in some way. And so to me, this is almost like somebody trying to pressure you into something or trying to rush you into something. And I kind of feel like you're just trying to not ignore it, but turn a blind eye to it. It's almost like you don't want to address it, you don't want to deal with it. What is the relationship between these two? The World, somebody that you have already closed something out with, or somebody that you're trying to close something out with. The Moon and the Star, interesting. I almost feel like you're more so focused on bigger picture stuff than any kind of petty drama. But for some of you, there's some kind of father figure here, or some kind of masculine figure in your life. This person could kind of be a drunk, or somebody who's overindulgent, or somebody who is just selfish. Like I said, somebody who's just selfish. Everything that happens or everything that's done is simply to fulfill some void that's just never going to be filled. And I feel like with this Moon and this Star, I feel like this is perhaps somebody that wants something that you have, or wants you to share something that you have. But I feel like your intuition is kind of telling you to, like I said, turn a blind eye to something right now. Okay. Tell me about that Eight of Wands in reverse. All right. I'm going to take it. I definitely feel like you're putting your money where your mouth is when it comes to your finances and when it comes to your business, when it comes to putting in some kind of conscious effort towards making something better for yourself when it comes to a business endeavor or something like that. I feel like that's where your focus is. I think that somebody's trying to pressure you, is what it feels like. You see how that Knight of Pentacles is looking away from this King of Wands in reverse, and this Queen of Pentacles is looking away from this King of Wands in reverse. This is making me feel like, once again, you feel like some kind of pressure is being put on you, and I feel like you really don't like it. And so I feel like you are almost moving slower. You know what I mean? And I say that because we're starting out with the Queen of Pentacles. Well, what's before the Queen? A Knight, right? So we go Page, Knight, King, and Queen because they're at the same level, regardless of what you misogynist bitches think. No, I'm just kidding. I said what I said. Uh, but now we're going backwards. So it's almost like somebody's trying to enforce something or push you, and it's almost like you're digging in your heels and going slower. Like, it's, I don't know if you have like a shitty boss that's trying to pressure you to do something. I'm not really sure what it is, but I feel like you have a plan, and you're kind of at this point because if you see, we have the Three of Wands in reverse for this King of Wands in reverse energy, but then at the bottom of the deck we have the Two of Wands, and then with this double Earth energy, this makes me feel like you guys are not in your normal natural Aryan energy. You're more so in this slow and steady wins the race, let me do things at my pace. Speaking of earth signs, so Virgo is your advice, Aries. You could be dealing with a Virgo, or maybe it's asking you to be more in a Virgo in nature. Yes, Virgo can be about service, but sometimes it also means servicing yourself, and not like that, perverts, although for some of you, absolutely. But this is also about patience, integrity, perfecting something, maybe needing to master something. And I feel like it's just telling you, take your fucking time. It's too funny that that Queen of Pentacles and that Knight of Pentacles very much stood out to me. And it's just funny that, we got Virgo right here for your advice. So yeah, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Thank you guys so much. It was an absolute pleasure to read your cards. Make sure that you give me a thumbs up, and also let me know how you believe this is playing out for you in the comment section below. You can always book a personal reading with me at violettaalexis.com, and obviously make sure that you're following me on Instagram and Twitter, and that information is right there. If you would like access to 24 plus videos per month, you can go ahead and do that by clicking on my YouTube channel and click the join button, and all of that information will be available to you there. Give me 1 second. I just have to plate up some spaghetti for my kids, and I will be right back. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I mean, I'm not sorry, but like, you know what I mean, just to be polite. Hold on 1 sec. All right. Thanks for waiting, you guys. Okay. Absolutely, Dan. Vino's the restaurant lingo. I do. I used to be a waitress. 86 the onions. Okay, Taurus. Ew. All right, Taurus. Mm, we'll use these cards still. No, actually, I'm going to use these cards. All right, show me Taurus. Show me Taurus, Sun and Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements from January 5th through to the 7th. Taurus here? Yes. I'm a Taurus rising, Taurus moon. Can't you tell by how sexy and Venusian I am? No, I'm just kidding. I love the service industry. I hated it. It was the worst ever. I hated it more than when I was a dancer. Okay. I'm saying a lot. All right. Taurus. The Ace of Swords in reverse. The King of, y'all know I hate that damn King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles in reverse and the Queen of Wands. Okay. There's a little bit of uncertainty going on, specifically with either business, a business partner, or somebody in your life that you may potentially feel like is using you for some reason. And with that Queen of Wands, I mean, I feel like this is you, okay? Usually, tarot goes with the feminine just because it's mostly women that watch tarot, okay? But switch it if you need to. You can still be a man and be feminine, okay? And I feel like you're showing up, you're showing out. For some of you, you're a performer, or you know, maybe you're a YouTuber. For some of you, maybe you're Instagram famous, or it's just that you guys seem to be taking the lead in a situation. It's like you're looking good as well. It's like you're looking good while you're doing it, and most likely being very outspoken. But for some reason, there's silence in the beginning of the week. So let's take a look. Tell me about that Ace of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, the Two of Cups in reverse, the King of Wands, the Page of Cups, the Devil behind that. It's interesting because it's almost like you don't understand what you're putting effort into. Or it's like you keep putting effort into something and you keep feeling misunderstood. Whether that's about love, or maybe you're putting effort into a business that you don't necessarily understand, or you feel like, you know, maybe you're out there on TikTok and you're putting an effort out there and you feel like nobody's listening, you know, it can be something like that as well. I think that for a lot of you, you're just simply trying to figure out what it is that you need to learn, either about a person or about some kind of business or educational endeavor. And it looks to me like you guys you're there, you're showing up, but it's something new. Like you're putting in something new. Page of Cups, the Page of Pentacles. Of course, for some of you, you could be getting a love offer or some kind of business offer, but you could be at this point where you're like, I don't really know if I get that. I don't really know if that resonates with me. But for some of you, you're definitely having somebody that, you know, could be like a King of Wands archetype, somebody who is kind of fearless, somebody who's more of a leader, an entrepreneur type, and this person could be kind of showing up bearing gifts. And what I mean by that is like they're not packing the full punch. Like they have a lot more to give than what they're showing, but it's almost like they're putting a foot out there to kind of like test the waters. Even if you have like a partnership, you know, if you're in a relationship, this person could be like, you know, trying to like pinch your butt when you get it from the couch or something like that. And like, you know, just to see like, is Taurus hot or cold, you know, because they want more. Okay. It can be something as silly as that. So keep that in mind. So let's go ahead and take a look at that King of Pentacles in reverse. And for those of you that know me, you know that I just love the King of Pentacles in reverse. Just my favorite king reversed, right? Let's take a look at that King of Pentacles in reverse. The Judgment. The Three of Swords. Yikes. The King of Swords. Somebody might tip you off to something. Okay. Some of y'all may get tipped off to something. And what I mean by that is You may have somebody here, for some of you, that is using you in some way. Okay. Of course, you could be using somebody. So keep that in mind. But I feel like something's going to come to light where somebody's going to be forced to admit to something with that judgment card there. It's almost like the proof is in the pudding. Here it is, bitch. I see it. Grow the fuck up, you know. And I feel like somebody's gonna have to answer for their crimes, you know. Of course, it doesn't have to be something super serious either. It could just be like, yeah, I borrowed 20 bucks from you last week and I only used 10 and I didn't give you the other 10 back. Okay. It can't be something as stupid as that. But this is more like heartbreaking a little bit. You know, I hate to say that, but unfortunately, those things do happen. Can you tell me about that Three of Swords? Mystic Moonlight, thank you so much for that super chat question. Seems like somebody hid something from you potentially, or it just could simply be that some kind of travel plans were delayed because of some form of instability. Um, But it makes me feel like somebody hasn't told you the full truth about something that they're going to have to answer for. Give me one more. The Eight of Cups in reverse. Ooh. Could be that this person claimed that they changed and they really didn't. Could be that they're talking to somebody from the past. If it is something in regards to relationships, it can also be. Mm, it could just be something from the past that they lied to you about, like something in the past that they lied to you about as well. Like where they said maybe they walked away from something or maybe they stopped something. You know, this is Saturn and Pisces. Pisces can represent like mental illnesses. Maybe somebody said that they were going to therapy and then you find out they never went. Maybe somebody said that they got rid of their porn addiction and then you find out like that's not the case, you know. It can be a plethora of different things. So I do feel like there's a little bit of heartbreak. It's kind of like answer for your crimes, you know, with like a big spotlight on somebody. So then we do have the Queen of Wands, which I like. The Strength card, love that. Good for you. Ooh, and the Queen of Cups. Wow. For some of you that are interested in same sex connections, this could definitely be one if you're interested. I'm a little gay myself. I'm sorry. So yeah, let me see. Knight of Wands, Six of Wands in reverse, the Knight of Swords. Why does this feel collaborative? For some of you, you may have a friend here who's helping uplift you in some way. To me, though, this is you finding out something, and while you do have love there, or you do have some kind of emotions to whatever this is that you're attached to, with that strength there, it makes me feel like I don't want to say that you're suppressing your emotions, but you're not bringing your vulnerability to the forefront. You're showing up as confident and outspoken and kind of like leading your own life in some way because I feel like whatever this is that happened, the Queen of Wands is Aries with the shadow energy of Pisces. It's almost like there's compassion there for somebody, but it makes me feel like you don't give a fuck. Like there's something that's more important to you when it comes to the forefront. It's like you're more so showing your shadow self as opposed to like, "Oh, is everything okay?" Boo, 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 boo. It's not, and I feel like that's because you feel as though you need to. So, house 11 is your advice. So, this could definitely be about friends, okay? You leaning on a friend if you need one. I feel like a friend is likely going to, be very welcoming to you. I feel like a friend is definitely going to build your confidence in some way. And you're coming out like you look fine, if anything. So, maybe it's not that deep. But this is also telling you to focus on your bigger dreams, aspirations, and goals. It's like, if you really want something, reach for it because you might just succeed. And so You know, I feel like the higher you shoot, the bigger you're going to be or the better you're going to be. So don't underestimate yourself. So Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. It was an absolute pleasure to read your cards. If you would like to book a personal reading, you can do so at violettaalexis.com. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and that information is available right there on the screen. Make sure that you also like the video. If you have not, subscribe and leave a comment in the comment section to let me know how you believe that this is playing out for you this weekend. And also, if you would like exclusive access to 24 videos plus per month, you can go ahead and click on my YouTube channel and click the join button, and all of that information will be available for you there. So let's move on to Gemini. All right, Geminis. I want these cards. Show me Gemini. What's going on for Geminis this weekend? You're welcome, Coastline. Yeah, I saw somebody, I think that was you, I'm not sure. I saw somebody make a comments about Vedic. I do resonate a lot with my Vedic, but I don't like to admit that because I have really had it out with Aries risings in my life. Like I've had it out with a lot of Aries risings in my life. Like they'll try to be me or be like me, but they'll like claim that they hate me, you know, and it's like, okay, you know, and I'm an Aries rising in my Vedic with my moon in Aries and Mars and Sagittarius in the 10th house. And I resonate so much with it, but I just, I just basically, no, I'm not saying there are some Aries risings that are absolutely wonderful, and the more evolved Aries risings I love, but it's the ones that have not figured out how to like harness that energy that I just can't. I can't do it. I can't. So I'm like, yeah, I'm a Taurus rising, Taurus moon. You know. So yeah. All right, let's see. Absolutely, Coastline. Bad bitch coming through. Hello, Karen. How you doing? Mm, hell yeah. Like in Vedic, I'm like, Mars is my chart ruler and it's in my 10th house. 100%. That is very much me. Absolutely. Absolutely. But we don't talk about that, okay? And I can't see myself being a Venus and Libra. Like maybe, but I see myself very Venus and Scorpio. Like when it comes to love or even my artistic ability or the kind of art that I like I feel like on the outside I can maybe look like Venusian sometimes, but like come into my room and you'll see like don't be fooled by this shit, okay? Like it's a little gothy. I wouldn't say gothy, but it's definitely like dark academia vibes, you know what I mean? Okay. Hello, Rach. Seven of Cups. Speaking of Venus and Scorpio. Seven of Cups. Ace of Wands in reverse and the Fool. I'm sorry. This is the most Gemini shit I've ever seen. What's this? Oh, okay, cool. Squirrel. Hop, skip, and a jump away. Like, this to me is you having a lot of options, you fantasizing about whatever these options are. Maybe it's career, maybe it's love, who knows? Maybe it's what kind of toilet you're going to pick up at the toilet store, bitch. I have no idea. But that's not really it, though, right? I mean, maybe. But the Seven of Cups here tells me that you have a lot of options, but it's almost like none of them are inspiring to you. You're like, I don't know. You know, I think I'll just jump off this cliff, right? Obviously, I'm not telling anybody to jump off the cliff, okay? Jump off a cliff. But I'm saying it's kind of giving that vibe. It's giving like cliffy, jumpy vibes. Like it just seems like you're at a buffet and everyone's like, oh, try this. And you're like, all right, I think I'm going to go. Like that's what it feels like, you know? So let's see. Tell me about that Seven of Cups. Six of Cups in reverse. The Fool. Yeah, there it is. No. Seven of Cups in reverse. Seven of Cups. You're like, no, fuck, I told you. Look at this. What did I just say? This is definitely you like, oh wow, look at all this. And then you realizing like everything that glitters isn't gold. And I actually don't need any of this shit at all. Like that's what this is giving. Cause it's like you have all these options available to you and you're like, ew. That's what it feels like. I'm so sorry. I hate to say that, but I don't even think that you're interested in any of it because it's like, it's so interesting to me as well that the Seven of Cups is in the upright here. And then you have the Seven of Cups in reverse at the bottom of the deck with the Death card, which tells me that you're at this point where you don't want any of it. I've had that before where and you know, this is going to make me sound like oh, yeah, like oh my god, I've had so many options. Okay, but like whatever. Like okay, I was hot and I did have a lot of options and I remember my friends be like, "Oh my god, so like who are you going to choose? Like who do you want?" And I was like, "I don't want any of them." Like to be honest. That has been a lot of my life and it feels like it's something like that. And I'm not saying it's about love. It could be about a job, you know. For others of you, if it's not about having a plethora of options, it's about you guys kind of fantasizing about what you want, but you may be starting to realize that some kind of childhood dream that maybe you thought you wanted is kind of dead. And you're like, well, I think I'm going to start on something new, or I think I'm going to venture out elsewhere or do something else. Ace of Wands in reverse. The World, the Fool, the World. Well, that was a quick. Seven of Swords. What's the Seven of Swords? Don't fucking play with me, bitch. Strength, eight, Page of Wands. Yeah. this to me, this to me is you avoiding anything that may be harder than it needs to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, why make it so difficult? You know, like why make it so difficult? Why not just call it a day? No, thank you. Have a good one. Like, but it's like you do think about it. You do think about whatever this is, and it's almost like kind of like a fantasy, like, ooh, and then something snaps you out of reality, and you're like, oh my God, no, you know? It's like, I don't know, maybe it's about like one person, right? And so you fantasize about this person, oh my God, maybe they're like everything that I've ever wanted, you know? And like I had this guy I was talking to a long time ago. This is like 2 years ago or something like that. And I'm sitting there talking to him, and we're chit-chatting away and we're really hitting it off. A Taurus man, okay? And let me tell you something about Taurus men. Either they are the best thing ever or they totally blow it and they're total morons, okay? Nothing going on in here. It goes one way or the other. And this one was interesting. We're sitting there talking, we're totally hitting it off, love it, right? And then he's like, "Oh yeah, I live in New York." I was like, "Oh my God, my best friend lives in New York." And he's like, "Oh, you should definitely come and see her." And I was like, "Oh, well, my best friend is a gay man from the Bronx." And he goes, "So are you transsexual?" I'm sorry? What? What? You know, and then it's like you just have this. So Gemini, what I mean by that is like everything seems perfect, and then all of a sudden you're like in the Eminem song, "Back to Reality." Oops, there's no gravity. Oops, you know what I'm talking about? That's what it makes me think of. And so I feel like you guys are like, yeah, I think I'll just take my notebooks and my things, and I think I'll just go somewhere else. All right. Then we have the Fool. Oh my God. Yeah, look, you're just doing your own thing, baby. Like, I'm really not mad at it, Gemini. Just do you, honey. You're like, well, that didn't work. It's just, you know, it's like when it's like, oh my God, you know, something's very Neptunian, right? It's like, it's a dream. And then it's like, turns out to be a fucking nightmare or a joke, right? And I kind of feel like you're just like, "Oh, well, that was fun. Thank you. Goodbye. It was very nice to be here." way. Neptune, bitch. So, need I say more? Honestly, like, when you're winning, right? Goodbye. Thank you. All right, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. It was a pleasure to read your cards, and make sure that you like the video and subscribe if you have not. Also, make sure that you guys leave a comment in the comment section and let me know how you believe that this is playing out for you this weekend. Also, if you'd like to book a personal reading, you can do so at violettaalexis.com, and you can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Lots of goodies there. And if you would like 24 plus exclusive videos per month, you can go ahead and click on my YouTube channel and click the join button, and all that information will be available to you there. Okay. So, wow, honestly, absolutely love Gemini's reading. Favorite reading so far. Did you hear me when I said so far? Relax. Okay. All right. Let's see. All right, Cancer, my favorite. My favorite. Brendan, yes, I can't match V's conversational history. No. And I don't even want to talk about it. But that is that story of my life. What's going on for Cancers? Show me Cancers. Cancers. I'm dead, Jasmine McSkee. What's up, Tom? Tom, it's so nice to see you. All right. Tom, Capricorn rising, Jupiter in your 5th house. You been having a lot of fun? Better be. Shut up, Rick. I agree, Coastline. I love Cancers. Back in my day, back when I was younger, I had this little friend group, and it was me and these other two girls. And way later down the road, I found out that we were best friends for years, and I found out they were both Cancer women, and I was like, oh my god, just so funny. And then the woman who wanted to adopt me as her daughter, she did everything for me. She's like, just let me know. You want me to adopt you, I'll do it. She was just the best woman ever. Cancer. Like, ugh, love them. Like, high vibe Cancers. Dude, the best. Okay. It's my favorite sign. I'm not going to lie. It really is my favorite sign. It really is. But I'm not going to lie. Capricorn rising people, there are so many sexy Capricorn rising people. It is honestly like I am flabbergasted. Like Elvis, hello. Ariana Grande, Cancer Sun, Cap rising. I had an ex that was a Cap rising, very stunning. Like Capricorn rising people, top tier, honestly. Um, what was I doing? Oh, Cancer. Hi. Okay. Star. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. The Hierophant. Wow. Okay. There's a lot of hope. There's a lot of hope, a lot of healing, maybe following your dreams, maybe even getting together with friends or doing something different. I feel like you want to do something different. The star is Aquarian energy. Aquarius is, yes, ruled by Saturn, but also Uranus. And this to me is you wanting to break out and do something different. And I feel like you are. Why? Because you're bored of something. Something is not like meeting a standard for you anymore, or you're setting a new standard for yourself. I'm wondering. And for some of you, it could be around a commitment. Maybe you're learning something, maybe you're teaching something, or maybe it literally is about a commitment that you have to another person. So let's see. The star, the Fool in reverse. Wow, Uranus energy, but it's in reverse. Ace of Wands in reverse. Interesting. 8 of Swords, 4 of Swords. To me, this makes me feel like you want to do something different and you want to do something out of the box. But at the same time, I feel like this is more so about, why did I hear close proximity? I'm not sure why I just heard that. I have no idea why I just heard that. Close proximity? Maybe you're on the precipice of something. I have no idea. But oh my God. Oh my God, you guys. We almost shit the bed. My computer almost died. That was so scary. Okay, so sorry about that. To me, this is more so, yes, you guys wanting to do something out of the box, you guys wanting to do something different, but that at the same time, you don't want to do something impulsive. So for instance, maybe you want to start a YouTube channel, right? But you've been working in an office your entire life, and it's like you're kind of not really sure how to go about it. How do I go about this? How do I do this? And it's like you're wanting to do it, but you're wanting to make sure you take a calculated risk as opposed to just going into something. And this is also making me feel like you're focusing more so on your higher aspirations and your higher dreams. And to me, it also feels like you're heavily thinking about whatever this is. Whatever it is very healing for you. This it's like a very healing weekend for you, is what it feels like. Excuse me. So let's go ahead and quick reflex, right? That must be that Vedic Aries rising. Okay. We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Tell me about that. Ooh, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. The Hangman. Wow. Wow. The Hierophant and the King of Cups. For some of you, you have somebody very in love with you or possibly very committed to you. Or maybe that's something that you want. But I mean, when you put the Wheel of Fortune, the Hierophant here twice with the King of Cups, I mean, for some of you, if you're looking for a relationship, you could definitely find somebody you end up in a relationship with this weekend, or maybe this is somebody you've already been spending time with. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse tells me that something needs to change. Tells me that you and maybe another person, or just you, have been doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result and realizing that the different result is not here. With that Wheel of Fortune to the Hangman, this is making me feel like you're not really like dead set on something. It makes me feel like you're more so keeping an open mind. It feels like you're open to learning. It feels like you are being very vulnerable when it comes to what your purpose is. So like being very open to what your purpose is and what are the things that you may need to sacrifice. It seems to me like, especially when you mix Jupiter or the excuse me, the Wheel of Fortune and the Hangman, this is like a very vast and broad perspective on something. So it may also make me feel like for some of you, your belief systems are changing, or the way that you're perceiving faith or God or even your higher purpose. Those things are changing. And it's making me feel like it's because there's a standard that no longer meets your new set standard anymore. And for a lot of you, I don't want to say for a lot of you, but for some of you, you may meet like the love of your life, or you have somebody here who's being very supportive of you, okay, if you're already partnered, or you being very supportive of somebody else. We have the Hierophants here. Tell me about that Hierophants. Could come into some money for some of you, but ooh, the Devil. What the hell's going on here? As soon as I say money, Capricorn comes out. Okay. The Eight of Cups in reverse. The Empress in reverse and the Four of Cups. What's that Devil? Oof. You doubt something. There's a revisitation of something toxic, or an addiction or a fear, whatever it may be. There's a revisitation of whatever this is. And it could be around education. Yes, some people have a fear around feeling stupid. Some people have a fear around those things. Some people have a fear of commitment. Something is coming back around and bringing up some old crap. This is connected to romance, potentially. Somebody that you're involved with, somebody that may come to you. But there's something like under the surface about this. Vanessa Williams, thank you so much for that super chat question. There's something under the surface about this for me. If you're this Empress in reverse, this is making me feel like maybe what you feel like you're doing is never good enough for somebody, or you may be expecting a certain outcome from somebody based around the love that you give them. And let me tell you something, if you are waiting on somebody to change, if you're waiting on someone to fix something and you think that pouring your entire soul into a person hoping that it's going to be your love that changes them, you are unfortunately sorely mistaken. It is not usually love that changes people to that level. It can, but it's usually when people get tired of their own shit and realize that people don't love them anymore or the love is dissipating. That's usually, unfortunately, when people realize that. One of the big reasons why I got sober, I got broken up with, right? Because I had an issue. And usually it's only until then do people realize it's too late sometimes. And so don't exhaust yourself, trying to make a point to somebody. Otherwise, I do feel like this is someone may be very dedicated to you. Okay. For others of you, there could be something that you are learning specifically. You could be educating yourself on some kind of creative endeavor or how to heal yourself through creativity, or maybe you are healing yourself through creativity. But this could also just represent you going backwards and figuring out what it is in regards to your fundamental values that are important to you, and very determined to kind of stand your ground on something when it comes to love or whatever it is. Vanessa Williams, thank you so much for that super chat question. The North Node. So, that's kind of what I was getting with that star energy. This is like going towards your purpose. Go check to see which house your North Node is in. Go check to see which sign it's in, and that'll probably give you a big hint. So, um, you know, uh, don't know. Maybe if you are a North Node in Capricorn, right? Maybe you're supposed to become a CEO or build some kind of big business, or, reach the top of some big goal or corporation or something like that, right? Just see what it is, because there's something that you're destined to have here. I'm just not certain what it is. So thank you so much, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. It was an absolute pleasure to read your cards. Make sure that you like and subscribe if you have not. And also make sure that you guys are leaving a comment in the comment section to let me know how you believe that this is playing out for you this weekend. And also, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so at violettaalexis.com. Also follow me on my Instagram and or Twitter. And also, if you would like access to 24 exclusive videos per month plus more, you can go ahead and click on my YouTube channel and click the join button. All the information will be there and be available to you. Okay. Jesus Christ. All right, guys, let's do this. Let's do it. All right, Leos. All right, Leos. Leos, Leos, Leos. Hey, Leos. All right. All right, show me Leos. What's going on this weekend for Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements, please. Okay. All right, Leos. Anna Banana, thank you so much for that super chat question. 5 of Cups in reverse, 2 of Swords in reverse. The Six of Pentacles in reverse. Well, certainly letting go of something that was disappointing to you. Maybe you're not missing someone as much, or maybe you're not worried about that one thing as much. You're just kind of letting it go. The Two of Swords in reverse tells me that maybe you've been delaying something for a long time and now you're finally making a decision. Could be that for some of you, you're not helping somebody anymore, or you're pulling back your energy. So let's see. Five of Cups in reverse. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. The Devil in reverse. Wow. Okay. Well, you're starting to get to this point where you realize you have to put yourself first, and that's the only way that you're going to be happy with something. You just want to be content. And if that means that you have to end something or let go of something, that's perfectly fine. Now, it could be about a person. Absolutely. It could be about a business. It could be about an old habit, whatever it is. The good thing is that you have the Devil and the Five of Cups in reverse, which tells me that something that has been harboring your life, or something that has been kind of keeping you prisoner of your own life in some way, you're finally able to let go of that. Maybe you're finally paying off a debt with that Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe you're finally getting rid of that loser. You know what I mean? It could be a lot of different things, but to me, this is you finally. I love this because it's very healing for you. It's something that's very healing for you. And now that you are letting that go, yeah, sure, maybe you have time to heal, but like everybody's always healing, 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 healing. Like we're all healing all the time. It's like, when do you have time for fun? You know what I mean? And I feel like this is what's going on here. I feel like for some of you, you're gonna blow a little bit of steam off. Maybe you decide to book that trip. Maybe you decide to finally finish that book, something that you've always wanted to do, or whatever it is. It's something that you want. It's a wish fulfilled by you. Courtney Renee, thank you so much for that super chat question. And Kelly, thank you so much for that super chat question. All right, let me see. Tell me about that Two of Swords in reverse for Leos. Anna Banana, thank you so much. Six of Pentacles in reverse, Six of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you guys are cutting somebody off, or cutting some kind of funds off, or it's that you're actually quite literally paying off a debt. It could be somebody that's very emotionally manipulative in your life. Could be a father figure, could be some kind of masculine figure, could be a lover, could be an ex, could be a plethora of different things. But to me, there's something about this person that you just probably don't trust. This person may scare you, like when it comes to emotionally. Like there's something that just doesn't feel right. My advice to you is when something doesn't feel right, like you feel that little voice, you hear that little voice and then it goes away, that's your intuition. So I think that with that Two of Swords in reverse, the Six of Pentacles in reverse, and the Knight of Swords in reverse, it almost feels like you're just kind of finally dipping out on someone or something, or you're pulling back your energy, or pulling back your financial support, or pulling back your help in some way, because you just simply don't trust somebody and they make you uncomfortable, to be honest. Tell me about that Six of Pentacles in reverse. Nine of Cups in reverse. And the Two of Wands. See, this to me is the second that you pull back, or the second that you stop giving to someone, is the second that they act like a nice person. After you're all ruffled up, after you're all pissed, after you've, extended your wick to the ninth degree and now it's burns out, that's when somebody wants to be nice. That's what it feels like. And I feel like it's making you think. And you may be like, oh, well, now they're being nice. It's like, well, what happens when you start being nice again? Because sometimes that happens. I was just telling Cancer, we think that people are going to change the more love that we give them, but it actually just ends up changing us. Nothing about them usually changes because a lot of people are selfish and they'll take it for granted. They'll take it for granted, and sometimes it's just not mutual, and unfortunately that's just how it is sometimes. But the quicker that we recognize that, the less healing that we'll really have to do. And sometimes you're going to realize that the only time that people will change is when you take that love away from them, so they can know what it's like to be without it. And so keep that in mind when this person comes back around trying to be nicey. For others of you, it's just simply that you are talking to somebody about some kind of issues that you're having. Itzel Patino, welcome to the Dragon family and welcome to the Dragon's Lair. Thank you so much. Everybody hashtag Itzel right now. Have fun watching those like 30 videos. It was a lot. So yeah, to me, this is you trying to make some kind of plan, but you're trying to decide. Just make sure that you decide for yourself. So you have Leo. How funny is this? Because in the members only section, was it member? Yeah, it was members only, I think. Was it members only? I don't know. It was some all signs that I did, and literally your advice was Leo. Like, so choose you, I feel like what it is saying. So, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. It was an absolute pleasure to read your cards. Make sure that you like and subscribe. And also leave a comment in the comment section to let me know how you believe that this weekend is going to be playing out for you. You can always book a reading with me at www.violettaalexis.com. And you can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter. All of that information is obviously available on the screen. If you would like exclusive access to 24 plus per videos, plus videos per month, you can go ahead and head to my YouTube channel and just click the join button. All of that information will be available to you there. Okay. So without further ado, let's go ahead and use our dragon cards since we have a new dragon member. Yes. Okay. Let's move on to Virgo. All right, Virgos, what's going down? What's up, Easy Dean? Good to see you. And you're very welcome. Right, Pinky. Healing, healing, healing. Like, sometimes you got to get to a point where you get out of healing mode and you go fuck up again. All righty. I hate it when I don't have time to like get ready for YouTube and I just have to show up here. Like just getting out of the gym. I still got my tanning lotion on. I used to do that all the time and I'd sit here in my own nastiness for like 3 hours. Yes, Ray Ray. Virgo sun here. Hello. All right. What's going on? Show me Virgos for this weekend. Last shuffle. We love you too, Brandon. Hope everything's okay. All right, Virgos. Oh no. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The World's in reverse. And the Empress. Okay. It's a little bit of insecurities, potentially financial, maybe some financial things that you have to clean up or something home or relational that you need to, that's being brought back to your attention. But by the end of the week with that Empress there, it's like you're looking good, feeling good, smelling good, and, not feeling like a bag of smashed assholes. Um, why am I hearing candy apple in my head? Why am I hearing candy apple in my head? I don't know why I'm hearing that. For some of you, you're getting ready to birth something into the world. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a creative project. Maybe some of you be careful of getting pregnant. That can absolutely be the case. Okay. So, or getting someone pregnant. Okay. Let's go ahead. Aw, thank you, JJ. Happy New Year, baby. Tell me about that Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The Two of Cups in reverse. Astrid, thank you so much for that super chat. And Warrior Queen, thank you so much for that super chat question. So, I just heard that song by Ex Ambassadors. It's one of my favorite songs of all time. My ex dedicated it to me. That's how I found out about it. But it's by Ex Ambassadors and it's called Gorgeous, but it's the Upstate Live version. One of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard in my life. I have really good taste in music, in my personal opinion. That is one of the best, most pretty. It's one of the prettiest songs I've ever heard. And I just heard that song. Go listen to that song. The specific lyrics I heard were they don't understand you. That is what I heard. I feel like you have somebody that's advising you, somebody who maybe wants the best for you. You may be feeling misunderstood this weekend for whatever reason, feeling like you're not being cared for. I really want to say that I think it's important for you guys to invest in yourself this weekend. I see the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, the Hermit in reverse, the Eight of Swords. You're getting a little confused, and I feel like some of you are getting a little bit down on yourself. A lot of you guys, especially mutable placements with Saturn and Pisces, Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo, Pisces. You guys are all you guys are all kind of getting hit here. Especially Virgos, you guys are eventually going to have that Saturn opposition to your sun or whatever Virgo placement that you have. So kind of a shit show. So you guys may be kind of feeling that Saturn pressure. But I really think that somebody is trying to, could be an Aquarius placement, sun, moon, or rising. But I feel like you have somebody who's trying to, like that friend that slaps the shit out of you to get you out of your own head. You know what I mean? And I feel like you have somebody that kind of has your back because you're kind of a little downtrodden. You're like, oh, I'm a piece of shit. I'm ugly. You know, whatever it is that you have going on. And I feel like you have somebody that's like, you're not. This is how you fix it. Okay. So it could be something financial. It could be something in regards to a relationship as well. Thank you, Pinky. It's one of the most beautiful songs. Please listen to it. Please listen to it. Can somebody inform JJ on how that works? JJ has a question about the super chat questions. We have the world unless somebody else did it. Okay, Lori did. Thank you so much, Lori. So yeah, JJ, just see what Lori wrote. Tell me about the world in reverse. The judgment in reverse. I need one more. Yeah, it definitely could be financial. You're not listening. It's like it's as if you are, how do I say this? This is like walking on the stairway to the roof of a building. Um during like to see like the northern lights or something, I don't know, right? Let's just say, right? Or shooting stars, and like you're complaining about the stairs. Like, and please don't hate me for saying that. That can be a very Virgoic thing to do. That can be kind of a Virgo thing to. I'm not hating. I'm a sun in Virgo, okay? But you guys are like, it's like you are looking at the wrong thing, or it's like you're focused on the problem as opposed to the solution, or you're not thinking big enough. And it's making me feel like you keep focusing on like what you have already experienced as opposed to this unearthed territory or somewhere where you haven't journeyed before. And it's almost like you're just ignoring it because you're still focused on the steps that you came from. When it's like, stop looking down at the steps, Virgo. You're looking down at the steps. What are you going to do? Are you going to jump down the steps? Are you going to stop, drop, and roll down the steps? Or are you going to keep climbing and look at the stars? Because there's something else there for you, I feel. And something is out of alignment for you, and intuitively you realize that. I definitely want to say that you have people or you have someone by your side that is trying to maneuver you in the right direction if only you listen to them. And of course, here's the Knight of Pentacles in front of the Three of Cups. I feel like you have somebody slowly nudging you in some direction, especially when it comes to your work or when it comes to your finances. And so I feel like this person's nudging you along, but there's no reason to stare at the stairs when you're on the rooftop and you have the whole sky ahead of you, you know? If that makes sense. For some of you, it could also be that there's some unfinished business between you and another person and or other people, but you are refusing to come together, or you may even feel misjudged by people or by a person of some sort, or you don't feel accepted. And if that is the case, if you're not feeling accepted by a person, I will say that You know, back in middle school, I had to stay back a grade because all I wanted to do is go to writing class, right? Or go to English. I didn't care about any other class. And I did the same shit in high school. I didn't care about any of that. I would go to the park and I would read. I didn't care about school. I didn't want to do it, right? And so eventually, seventh grade came around and all my friends were in eighth grade. And then what ended up happening is they obviously had to go to high school, right? Hear me out. And I was very quiet. I always hid behind my friends. I was always leaning on my friends. I was hiding behind them, right? I felt like I just wasn't accepted without these girls until the girls left and they went off to high school. And I went into eighth grade and I was alone and I had no one to lean on. I had nobody to talk to. It was just me. I ended up being one of the most popular, most hysterical people in that school. I started trends. I used to have the saying cool PJ, right? Don't ask. And like the little recreation center, you would see pictures that people drew with the saying cool PJ like on it. And just don't ask. But I was voted most dramatic and best friend in the yearbook. And I became my most authentic self when I didn't, or when I didn't feel like I had somebody that accepted me. And I was just kind of like, well, what are you going to do? Might as well just be yourself, you know? And I was the happiest I had ever been because I was, I let go of that feeling, or I didn't lean on needing to be accepted by the people I was already comfortable around. You know what I mean? I was getting invited to the dances, I was getting invited to the parties, everybody wanted me there, you know? So it's like sometimes you kind of need that, or you need to, do you know what I mean? So just kind of like love that, if that makes sense. Like be okay with that. Jungle, thank you so much for that super chat question. And JJ, thank you so much for that super chat question. And Cassie, thank you so much for that super chat question. I really appreciate it. And then we have the Empress. Yes, Socio Scorpio, one of my favorite names. I'm dead, Alejandra. The Seven of Swords, okay. The Ten of Swords in reverse. Nine of Pentacles to the Four of Wands in reverse. So the Nine of Pentacles is about self, it's about individuality. And the Four of Wands in reverse is, it can sometimes talk about delaying something because of an insecurity. And so this is kind of like what I was going on. There's this sense of there's some kind of insecurity that you have that's preventing you from breaking free or living your most authentic self. And it's because you're leaning on something. I want to say that these people, or this person specifically that's advising you, I would listen to them, but the only person that's going to be able to take that leap or break out or evolve, or is going to be able to force you to do that, is yourself. And I feel like you are. To me, this makes me feel like with this Empress energy, it's possible that you're actually creating something that is evolving you, or there's something that maybe you're putting out there, or like I said, something that you're birthing or something that you're creating that is kind of making you realize your authentic nature and actually appreciating yourself for it. The Empress is very much about self-love and self-value and taking care of oneself, and I feel like a lot of you guys are doing that. I still feel like there's another step with that Seven of Swords to the Ten of Swords in reverse. The Ten of Swords in reverse isn't always bad. The Ten of Swords in reverse can talk about, okay, well, now this is over. There's this ending. It's done. Now I can evolve. And so I kind of feel like with that Seven of Swords, Ten of Swords in reverse, I feel like you are evolving. You're doing it slowly but surely, because I feel like you're more in like kind of protective mode, but you're showing up as sexy, beautiful, handsome, whatever the case is. And so I feel like you are evolving into this Empress archetype. Trine. So, dude, the trine is like Jupiter energy in astrology, okay? And it's usually something that just falls in your lap. But the thing about Jupiter is that you have to have a little bit of faith. You have to have a little bit of faith in it. You have to, it's like a little bit of optimism is going to go a long way. And you also have to let go of control, you know? Why do you think Sagittariuses are the way that they are? They're fucking ruled by Jupiter, you know? They just don't care, right? They just say whatever's on their mind and they don't really give a shit. And it's like, oh shit, I fell. Time to get up and start brand new. You know, it's like, why do you think so many people have, so many famous people have Sagittarius placements? You know, they're fucking delusional. You know, they just let go of control and it works, you know? So if you have a Sagittarius placement, latch onto it, right? So yeah, sorry, Virgo. I didn't mean to stretch out that reading, but anyway, thank you so much, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. It was an absolute pleasure. Make sure that you like and subscribe if you have not, and also make sure that you guys are leaving a comment in the comment section to let me know how you believe that this weekend is going to be playing out for you. If you'd like to book a personal reading, you can do so at violettaalexis.com. You can also follow me on my Instagram and or my Twitter. And also, if you want exclusive access to 24 videos plus per month, you can go ahead and do so by clicking on my YouTube channel and click the join button, and it will give you all the information that you need. Okay. So, okay. What do I want to do? Do I want the Viking cards for Libra? Should I give Libra the Viking cards? I think we should give Libra the Viking cards. We're gonna do these aren't the official Vikings cards like from the show, but I love that show, and Carmen got these for me and I just absolutely love them. This looks like, if you guys have ever seen Vikings, this woman looks like Lagatha. Super Nifty Susie 1. Thank you so much for that super chat question. Can you see that looks like Lagatha? For any of my Vikings fans, that looks like Lagatha. You can't tell me that doesn't look like Lagatha. All right, guys, give me 1 second. I just have to use the restroom, and I'll be right back. 25 minutes. Sorry, I had to check on my kids and stuff. Happy New Year, Ella. Oh, Catherine Winnick is stunning. She's a Sagittarius. Yeah, she's absolutely stunning. Whew, okay. Oh, is Ed in here? Hi, Ed. Everyone say hi to Ed. Ed has been with me for freaking years. I absolutely love him. He is a very honored guest here. All right. He's a Libra sun, but he's a Taurus rising. I can't remember his moon. We timed you. Get out! And he's a Venus and Scorpio like me. Yes, Allison. I also snuck some spaghetti. Okay. All right, Libra. What's going on for Libras this weekend? It better be hot. Mm. All right, Libras. Yeah, Ed is like Ed is my family. Kind of like my best friend. My best friend that I have the matching tattoos with. He's like my family. All right, let's see. Ooh, bitch. Wheel of Fortune, the Five of Swords in reverse, the Eight of Swords in reverse. You could be booking a trip or some kind of travel, or you could be actually traveling or planning to travel. You could be planning some kind of educational pursuit as well. But, most of all, it kind of seems like you guys are getting some kind of good luck in some way. It seems like the wheel is turning in your favor. It could be around some kind of money. With that Five of Swords in reverse, I don't feel like you have to try too hard for anything, at least this weekend. Okay. I'm not saying next weekend, but this weekend, it doesn't seem like you really have to try too hard for anything. You have double Jupiter energy here. So after a long time of like debating or wondering or feeling stuck about something, it feels like you're finally making a decision. And because you're making a decision, it seems like you're benefiting from whatever that decision is that you're making. So let's see. Ace of Swords in reverse. It almost feels like it's something that blindsides you. Tell me more about that Wheel of Fortune, please. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. It's something that blindsides you, it makes me feel like. Something that you weren't confident in, I feel. You weren't confident in whatever it is. It's like you held out hope, but you weren't confident in it for some reason. It's something that's coming back to you, or it's something that you've thought about before. Like, and for whatever reason, it's like you doubted it, or you weren't really sure how it's gonna go, or something like that. Give me one more for that Wheel of Fortune. Ten of Wands in reverse. It's almost like something that was breathing down your neck. It feels like something that was mentally debilitating for you, like something that you just were obsessively thinking about, like you couldn't stop thinking about it. It was like a big weight on your shoulders. You were like hoping for the best, but you weren't very confident about it. It seems like whatever that thing is going in your favor. It's like you were really stressed about whatever it is, and it ends up like being nothing, but it ends up not necessarily being nothing, but something positive. Like it completely turned out in a separate direction. Oh, look at you, Ed, knowing about Mercury retrograde. Good job, buddy. Look at you. All right, let's see. Five of Swords in reverse. Five of Pentacles. Three of Swords in reverse. The Tower. Wow. I need one more. Damn it, Libra. It feels like something has been incredibly debilitating for you, like whatever it is, because you're realizing that something is 100% out of your control. Like, I'm not saying it doesn't have anything to do with you, but you're realizing that you can only control so much, and whatever this thing is, whatever this relationship is, or whatever this work thing is, or whatever it may be, it's almost like you're feeling lighter the more that you just don't give a fuck. If I may be so bold, which I will be. But that's what it feels like. You're just kind of like, you know what? I'm not even going to fight for it, or I'm not even going to try too hard, or I'm just not going to care anymore, because you realize that it's not necessarily the situation that's debilitating. It's the worry of whether or not you're going to get the thing, or whether this is the truth, or blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? When you're like, it's out of my control anyway. So why worry about it? I can't remember who said it, but there's a quote that says, if you worry about it, you may suffer twice. It's something like that. If you worry about it, you may suffer twice. It's like, why even. The Eight of Swords in reverse. The Five of Wands, and yeah, you're just like not struggling anymore. Wow. Okay. You kept giving into your worries or some kind of paranoias, is what it looks like. Because the Hermit in reverse can be somebody like who's ultra paranoid or terrified, or it doesn't have to be that dramatic. Okay, it could just be that you were worried about something and you were kind of giving into those things, and it was really your mentality that was weakening you. And so now, with that Eight of Swords in reverse, Five of Wands in reverse, and the Page of Cups, it's almost like you're turning your brain off. So like ladies, right, specifically, or gay men or people that are interested in masculine energy, okay? Masculine can still be woman. You ever like been with somebody where you could just turn your fucking brain off with that person? Like this person can be like, "Hey, come on, we're getting in the car." And you could have no shoes on, have absolutely zero idea where you're going, and you don't really care because you just can turn your brain off around that person. You got your feet on the dashboard, who gives a fuck, right? You're doing that. You're putting your feet on the dashboard. I love this. You have Gemini energy. So this is for your advice. So this could be telling you to network or get curious. Um, Gemini can be a little bit of an airhead as well. Gemini is incredibly smart, but they can be a little bit of an airhead as well. More so Libra, I think, but Gemini can be a little bit of an airhead. But give me the advice for Gemini. Gemini is also a mutable sign. And it's also about going with the flow of things. Virgo, Gemini, Pisces, and Sagittarius. They're all about going with the flow of things. So this may just be telling you, just roll with the punches. You see these two butterflies here. This is kind of making me feel like change is going to come regardless. You know what I mean? And I don't know why I'm getting that, but that's what I'm getting. Change is going to come regardless. So you might as well just go with it instead of try to struggle against it. Right. And also, not letting your mind get the worst of you. Okay. So thank you so much. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Hope you guys aren't mad about what I said about the airhead Libras. Love you guys. South Node Libra, Mercury Libra. Okay, I'm not hating. Libra, thank you so much. Make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe if you have not. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so at violettaalexis.com. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter. All of that information is available on the screen. And if you would also like exclusive access to 24 plus videos per month, you can do so by clicking on my YouTube channel and clicking the join button. And all of that information will be available to you there. So let's go ahead and move on to Scorpio. Yes. All right, Scorpios. Oh, I'm gonna use my creepy cards for my Scorpios. All right, Scorpio, let's see. She said better be pedicured. Oh my god, I need to get a pedicure. I need to get a pedicure really bad. They're looking like Cinderella feet up in here. Foot out the window. Okay, this is not a Hereditary movie. Y'all ever seen the Hereditary movie? Y'all know what scene I'm talking about when she sticks her head out the window. Okay, no. I like my feet, bitch. I got pretty feet. Ah, thank you, Ed. I love you so much. What the hell is going on about pants? All right, let's go, Scorpio. What's going on for Scorpios this weekend? Justice in reverse. Ew. The Chariot in reverse and the King of Swords. My God, some of you guys are going through a court case, okay? Ugh. That can sometimes be a lawyer, and that can sometimes talk about the justice system. You could feel like the justice system is failing you, but let's not get into that. I don't even want to say too much until I clarify, so I don't want to stick my foot in my mouth. I agree, Rick. Okay. Well, There's the tower. Yeah, that can be you. But the tower comes in when we refuse to make a decision. The tower comes in when it's like, all right, bitch, you're not going to make this decision. Okay, fine. And then something happens. And it's kind of taken away from you, or it forces the decision. The universe to forces the decision that it wants you to make anyway. Or if you're lucky enough, gives you the option to choose. Okay. But not here. It feels like whatever fantasy you've been living in with your head in the clouds or whatever, you're going to have to walk away from something because you realize that somebody or something is not good for you, or it's not balanced, or you're basically getting fucked over for some of you. And you're going to kind of walk away with your head held low. I'm not going to lie, because it almost feels like you tried to ignore it, like you tried to ignore it. You didn't want to believe it or whatever. But with that Eight of Cups, Saturn is in Pisces right now, and this is kind of just making me feel like after a long time coming, you're like, all right, well, this sucks. It's kind of, I hate to say it, Scorpio, but it's kind of like your ego or your pride's taking a little bit of a blow. I'm not gonna lie, and it's almost like, I mean, I don't think that me saying that, well, this could have all been prevented is helpful. I just don't. But I do feel like something could have been prevented, and I feel like things go moving, further now can also be prevented. But it's like you're needing to learn from something, is what that feels like. I hate to say that. I know that sounds really shitty, but that's what I'm getting. Chariot in reverse. Oh, hey, Carmen. Happy New Year. The moon in reverse. Oh, God. All right, you guys, real quick. I don't want to do the fear mongering thing. Keep in mind that towers don't always have to be bad. Towers can sometimes talk about moving, okay? Sometimes it can talk about moving, and it does. You guys also have to remember that tarot is super dramatic, okay? Tower doesn't mean that someone's going to die. It doesn't mean that your whole life is ruined. It just talks about, oh, okay, you're not going to change this. Well, now the universe or God is like, now I'm going to inflict this so that it can be changed, and it's for your highest good. The tower comes in when it's like, oh my God, let's tear it to the ground, let's start over, let's build it from the bottom up. Okay, so it's in your highest good. Yeah, it can be moving. Okay, you got the Chariot in reverse, moon in reverse, and the Four of Wands in reverse. It can be something about a move, but there can be some kind of fears, or there can be some kind of delays. Once again, there's like a fear of something. It's crazy because I hate to say it, but it feels like it's a loss of some sort. Like, it's, and intuitively you knew that you didn't want this to change, or you were holding on to this, or afraid that something wouldn't change. Um and you were afraid for something to change. It's like you didn't want something to change. And now it just feels like the pressure's kind of on, and now you're kind of being forced into it a little bit. Can you give me one more? The Magician in reverse. Yeah. Can I be honest? It makes me feel like you knew this already. Like you knew it. And it's like you didn't want to move, you didn't want to move forward, and I get it, right? But like now's the time. Like now you don't really have a choice. If you've been at a dead end job for this long, and a boss has been like, I don't know, a shit bag or something, and then it really like comes to light about what your boss has been saying about you, and now you're like, fuck, now I got to do it. And it's just like, it's something that was gonna inevitably happen anyway, but it's here to teach you something. It's here to maybe teach you boundaries. It's here to teach you to trust yourself in some way. well, you're kind of like, okay, bet. Uh, you may have took a chance on something or someone, and you're like, yeah, I didn't like that. I kind of regret it, but don't regret it because it's here to teach you something. You clearly misjudged a situation or you didn't listen to yourself, okay? But it is here to teach you something. I know. We're tired of that, right? We're tired of learning. We just want to enjoy our lives. But it is here to teach you something. hmm Can I get one on that Five of Cups? The Knight of Wands. You may have acted a little hasty with something. Maybe you went after someone or something, or you chased after someone or something, or maybe you acted impulsively a little bit. Maybe you got a little too big for your britches, or you got a little too confident. And you're like, ah, God, well, you know, and now you're kind of in this mind frame of being more logical about something. So it makes me feel like it's more so a learning experience. You got house four. It could be a family, or something that you're a part of. It could be something in regards to your past. Could be around a mother figure specifically, maybe a father figure, but just in general, like family and something emotional. This is telling you to please take care of your emotions. Maybe you need to lean on family at this time. Maybe you need to spend some time alone in private, right? Fourth house is very private, where the 10th house is more public. The fourth house is more private, it's internal, and it can be quite emotional. This is about you giving yourself the peace, comfort, and the rest that you need. Okay. So, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Thank you so much. Make sure that you like and subscribe if you have not. And also, please leave a comment in the comment section to let me know how you believe that this is going to be playing out for you this weekend. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so at violettaalexis.com. You can also follow me on Instagram and or Twitter as well. Lots of goodies on there. And if you would like access to 24 videos plus per month, very exclusive, make sure that you go and click on my YouTube channel and click the join button, and all of that information will be available to you there. Okay. So let's go ahead and move on. God, that was the dumbest face I just made. Sagittarius. All right. Show me Sagittarius, please. Carpe Diem. Thank you so much for that super chat question. Thanks, Brandon. All right. Show me. Last shuffle for Sag. Page of Cups. Okay. Ooh, Page of Cups, the lovers. The Seven of Wands. Damn, I'm not gonna lie. It looks like a lot of you are having some love this weekend. You might have somebody that offers you something if you're single. If you're not single and you're partnered up, this is definitely your boo or your love thing loving up on you, giving you lots of kisses, lots of romance, sweeping you off your feet in some way, writing you poetry. Who knows, right? It definitely may be that for some of you, you could be fighting to maintain a relationship. You could feel like other people want them, or it could be that other people want you. And so this person could be kind of fighting for you in some way, but it seems like they're doing so well. Okay. Page of Cups. Ten of Wands in reverse. I feel like somebody's kind of letting it spill a little bit. The Moon. Somebody's letting it spill, honey. Could be somebody from the past. Okay. Definitely could be. But I feel like after some time of like doubting yourself, trying to get yourself out of out of a stuck situation, or feeling confused or feeling cornered in some way, it seems like it's possible that you're getting some kind of offer that kind of alleviates some stress, or alleviates some burden. But to me, what this feels like now, for some of you, it could be you. Okay, that's freaking, spilling yourself to somebody with that page of cups, the 10 of wands in reverse, and the moon. This to me is somebody offering something, and then it's just like this vomit of emotions. Okay, but it's not like bad or anything like that. It's just true, authentic, deep vulnerability. Now, for others of you, you could be letting off some steam. You could be letting go of your responsibilities. Not Sagittarius, right? Letting go of your responsibilities by, getting into acting or creativity or film or doing something like that. Page of Cups is Pisces. Pisces can sometimes talk about that stuff: poetry, acting, film, creativity in general, maybe even spirituality, but I feel like it could be more so creativity, giving into that creative bone that you have. And I feel like it's helping you emotionally, or helping you let go of some emotion. So if it's not love, it could be that. Oh my God, Infinite. I have not been able to get that freaking song out of my head. Then we have the Lovers. Tell me about that Lovers. Damn, Ace of Cups. Queen of Swords in reverse. God damn. Six of Wands in the Chariot. You're having some kind of like serious success. You're getting attention for something, or you're getting a lot of attention from maybe one specific person. Specifically, for some of you, I heard road trip. For some of you, you're talking about a road trip. But to me, if this is about love, now the Queen of Swords, we obviously have to look at the other cards in place. And what do we have? We have the Lovers and we have the Ace of Cups. Well, if we could look at the Queen of Swords in a positive connotation, we could say that the Queen of Swords in reverse is just somebody who's incredibly emotional. And why is that? Because the Queen of Swords in the upright is somebody who is very logical. She goes by her logical mind, not her emotional mind, really. So when the Queen of Swords is in reverse, this is somebody who kind of throws out all logic. So I feel like when it comes to some kind of specific love connection, you're throwing out all logic. You're giving into whatever this is. It's something that's like a twin flame, or a higher vibration of some kind of soulmate. And I feel like you're in it. Like you're in it to win it. You're just in it to like give to yourself in some way. And if this is not about love, and you're like, I don't have anybody, it's possible you may meet somebody. If it's your partner, obviously apply it to that. And if it's more so something about your creativity, I feel like you guys are uh creating something from your emotional self. Like there's something that you're trying to get off your shoulders, and I feel like some kind of creative outlet is going to be very positive for you, and it's going to help you make some kind of decision, some kind of very important decision that maybe you've been needing to make. But whatever this is, it makes me feel like it's going to be very authentic and healing for you. And for some of you, if you do end up creating something in some way, it could end up being very successful. I don't know, maybe you paint and then you sell the painting, and it's like everyone's like freaking out about your paintings. I don't know. Then we have that Seven of Wands, the Devil. Wow. Wow. Seven of Wands in reverse, Seven of Wands in the upright, but the Strength is here. Leo Capricorn energy. So, Sagittarius, if you guys do have a partner, or if you guys do end up meeting somebody, this could be somebody who is like very obsessed with you. Or Karmic Karen, thank you so much for that super chat question. Very obsessed with you, or very attached to you. I don't want to say it like it's all bad or anything like that. It just seems like it could be that if you guys do get a lot of attention or something like that, it could be that maybe under the surface, this person feels a little intimidated, but it's like they're grabbing themselves by the balls or the tits or whatever the case is, and they're standing up to something. It's like they're very determined to fight for you. I don't think that this is somebody who's afraid to fight for you. I don't think that this is somebody afraid to do the work. Any surprises that come their way, I feel like they'll handle it just fine. To me, this is somebody who is very grateful for you. And for others of you, be careful, because it could be that somebody's jealous of you or you have people that are jealous of you. Okay. And you could be needing to fight from that. Earth is your advice. So, this is about persistence, patience, practicality, taking your time with things and just simply staying grounded. So, your head may be up in the clouds about some kind of emotional thing or whatever the case, but, and that's fine. Like, enjoy yourself, right? But it's also telling you, like, keep your head to the ground. Okay. So, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. It was a pleasure. Make sure that you like and subscribe. And if you have not, let me know how you believe that this is playing out for you in the comment section below. And you can also book with me at violettaalexis.com. And you can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Obviously, all of that information is listed right there on the screen. And if you would like exclusive access to 24 plus videos per month, you can go ahead and click on my YouTube channel and click the join button. And all of that information that you need will be available to you right there. Okay. So thank you, Sagittarius. Let me make sure my daughters are getting their asses in bed. 1 second. Then we're going to move on to Capricorn. Girls, brush your teeth, go check out the phone, put your dishes away. Time for bed. Hey guys, Lucy. You guys please make sure that and don't forget to look at the clothes and on the desk and everything. All right, sorry guys, I had to make sure that my kids were headed to bed. All right, so let's move on to Capricorn. Okay. All right. Shannon, I don't give a fuck about winning you for life. You think I'm going to show you my toes because I need some kind of validation? Get the hell out of here. I'm not showing you my toes. Oh my God. I get to win Shannon Phillips for life if I show him my toes. Shannon, you know better. You knew what this was going to be as soon as you wrote that. Okay. Hell yeah, Dan. Okay. We love that. Okay. So let's go ahead and look at my Capricorns. Like, Shannon, you forgot where you were. I don't think you've been in alive in a long time to remember. Right, Vanessa? Like, what? Like, bitch. You thought, honey. Thanks, Jessica. Good to see you. Ten of Swords in reverse. Four of Swords in reverse. Four of Cups. God damn. Okay. Well, it seems like you're having a hard time overcoming something. And it's kind of putting you in a little bit of a hard spot, which is kind of making you feel like everything's ruined. This is like when you have a day where like something serious has happened in the past. There's something that's already happened in the past and you're still having a hard time overcoming it. But what's making it worse is something like the dishwasher breaking just throws you for a loop and you absolutely lose your mind, right? And then it's like the world is over, my life is horrible and life sucks and I'm going to die. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's kind of where your head's at. So, let's see that 10 of swords in reverse. What's that about? Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. One second. I have had to call the police on my neighbors. I have had to talk to the front office about my neighbors. I have had to walk my fat ass up there twice and confront my neighbors. They're the absolute worst. Anyway, 10 of swords in reverse, king of swords in reverse, nine of swords in reverse, the page of swords with the three of wands at the bottom of the deck. Well, to me, this is you have somebody gaslighting you about what actually happened. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Like, oh, I don't remember it that way, or that's not what I said, or that's not what really happened. That's kind of what's going on. Or it could be that you're gaslighting yourself to try to feel better about something. But to me, this is somebody gaslighting you. And I don't know if it's a mother, a father, if it's a friend, if it's a lover, if it's an ex-lover, but you have somebody that is kind of being a dick to you about something about the past. And for some of you, it's you being mean to yourself and just causing yourselves more strife than what is necessary. Christina, thank you so much for that super chat question. And it's because of something that you saw. And what I will say to you is if you know that there is a possibility that if you go snooping, you're going to find something you don't want to see, you have to ask yourself if it's worth it and if you really need to see it. Now, I understand if you have a spouse and you're concerned that they're cheating, so it's like you really need to definitely go through their phone, right? I'm not condoning that, right? Sometimes it's necessary to make sure that you're not getting screwed over. Okay, so I get it. But if there's a relationship that's already been over, do you want to hurt your own feelings by going looking at their Instagram? Like, honestly, because at that point, you're just a masochist, right? So you get curious and you might get hurt. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and take a look at this Four of Swords in reverse. Tell me about that Four of Swords in reverse. Okay. Okay. Capricorn, give me the wine. Give me the wine. Give me the vodka. I'm taking it away. Because that's kind of what seems like is going on. It seems like you guys are having an issue and it's affecting you mentally. And it could be because somebody has been causing you or has caused you trauma of like gaslighting. Like you've just been gaslight your whole life, it may feel like. And you may be indulging a little bit because you genuinely feel sorry for yourself, you know? Hey, we've all been there. We have absolutely all been there. And there was one point where I used to drink. I drank like almost my whole damn life, My I drank a lot. And there was one point where I was live streaming and I was really really intoxicated and I was walking around outside at night. FG Macrids, thank you so much for that super chat question. I was really drunk and I was live and I was walking around outside and I was shoving Taco Bell and Nachos Bel Grande in down my throat, and I started yelling at the car in the parking lot because they wouldn't turn off their brights and they were just shining their brights like super bright at me, right? And so I just start screaming and I'm just depressed and I'm sad and I'm going through issues and I'm just screaming at this car. And so I decide to go and approach the car, and then I realize it was a street lamp and everybody saw it. And I'm just saying, don't have a Taco Bell street lamp moment, okay? Because you just don't want to do that. Because what I feel like is you're thinking it could have been this way. Yeah, death in reverse. It could have been this way. This is the opportunity I should have had. This is what should have happened. Blah 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 blah. Try to look to the future. I will say I do feel like you're accepting of something. You're like, well, this is what it is. You know what I mean, Shireen? Thank you so much for that super chat question. I can't remember if I said that already. Um, but try not to, like, I understand like what it feels like, but just try not to like victimize yourself too much, okay? So 4 cups in reverse. True story, y'all think I'm joking. Oh my god, Coco, you know me from you now. No, 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 no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, hi. Mm. Hey there. Yeah. Shit. All right, I don't want to show my face. All right, 4 of cups. Shireen, thank you so much for the second one, the 6 of cups. You're just kind of feeling sorry for yourself. Yeah, you're not 4 of cups again. God damn. You're feeling sorry for yourself. You may be missing somebody specifically, feeling bad. For some of you, it could be that you gaslit somebody, okay, and you're feeling like a shitbag because of it, but I'm not going to focus on that. Not going to focus on crosswatch or read. But it feels like to me like you're thinking about somebody that maybe you hurt or that you took for granted, and it's kind of giving you an inverted penis a little bit, or it's making you feel down about yourself. So it just feels like a little melancholy. A little melancholy. If I'm not mistaken, this weekend we have Mercury square Neptune. So things aren't really what they seem. We can really think about things and be like, was that real? Or, our head can kind of be in the clouds, our head can kind of be in the fog. And sometimes it can bring up some kind of like mental issues, right? Mercury square Neptune. So understand that it's not just you. Mercury's going direct now, so it's like things are becoming more clear to us. But after we get out of these Neptune squares, I feel like things will be better. So just wait after this weekend. I think that you'll feel a little better. Shireen, thank you so much for that third super chat question. I greatly appreciate you. So thank you so much. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. It was an absolute pleasure to read your cards. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe if you have not. And also make sure that you guys leave a comment in the comment section to let me know how you believe that this weekend is going to play out for you. And also, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so at violettaalexis.com. And you can also follow me on Instagram and or Twitter. And also, if you would like exclusive access to 24 videos plus per month, you can go ahead and click on my YouTube channel and click the join button, and it will give you all the information that you need. Let's move on to Aquarius. Girl, I heart you so much. Tell it like it is. It's helpful. Oh, thanks, Jessica. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, let me go check on my girls. No playing on iPads. I'm gonna come check. Sorry, guys, mom life. Christina, thank you so much. All right, guys. All right. Okay. What am I doing? I'm gonna use these cards. All right, Aquarians. Aquarius, Pluto about to be in your sign. I'm dead, Connor. Right. Oh my God. I'm trying to get to 100 members so we can do member-only live streams. Last shuffle for Aquarius. I'm dead, Corbel. Okay. Aquarius. Page of Wands in reverse. Two of Cups in reverse. And the Two of Wands. 2-2. Okay. There's some kind of delay or maybe some kind of crappy news that you're getting, or maybe somebody's being immature, maybe you are, whatever the case is, but it seems like there's a disconnect or some kind of misunderstanding between maybe you and another person, or just a misunderstanding of self. I'm not feeling very comforted. It looks like you're coming up with some kind of plan, making some kind of decision to do something out of your comfort zone, so that's good. Something about that Page of Wands in reverse. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Six of Wands in reverse. My goodness. Courtney, thank you so much for that super chat question. Good to see you. Well, uh, you may have been wanting an opportunity to reconcile with somebody, or you may have just simply wanted an opportunity with somebody specifically, but it seems like a little ghosty, or it seems like maybe you're getting some kind of negative news or passive news, or somebody's not maybe giving you the attention that you had expected. It could be coming off as quite immature, somebody who's breadcrumbing you a little bit, somebody who's essentially not giving you what you're worth. Of course, you could be doing this, so keep that in mind. It's almost like this person is quite entitled, and you're like, bitch, why? It kind of makes me feel like that. It could also be that you're getting some news about some kind of investments, or getting some news about some kind of opportunity that you were trying to plant, like something financially, and you may be feeling like it's not really working out. It doesn't mean that there's not another opportunity on the horizon, because I feel like there probably will be, but I just feel it's kind of learning how to deal with this one. That's going to be kind of a little dicey. So let's take a look at that Two of Cups in reverse. The Two of Cups in the upright. The Five of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Three Cups. Mm. It seems like every time you and somebody else try to make something work, it's like there's a misunderstanding, or there's some kind of disconnect, or somebody isn't nurturing the connection like they should be, or there's a misfire, or but then it's like now we're back to being lovey-dovey again. Now we're good. Now everything's fine. But then it's like now somebody's being ghosty again. It's like almost feels like a trauma bond vibe, which I don't really care for. It seems like somebody is more into something than another person. That's what that makes me feel like. Which definitely freaking sucks. And somebody could be friend zoning another person, you know? I mean, Aquarius, you guys are kind of, famous for that. But it doesn't have to be you that's doing that. It makes me feel like with that Ace of Pentacles in reverse, it's something that isn't really etched in stone. Like whatever this connection is, it feels like it's possibly love. Especially on Saturday, it seems like somebody's feelings are very much into something, but it feels like something is missing or somebody's friend zoning another person. The Two of Wands for Sunday, the Nine of Wands, the Tower in reverse. What's the Tower in reverse? It comes in reverse. Well, I mean, if this is you guys getting ghosted, to be completely honest with you, Aquarius, or if this is you guys, feeling like somebody is kind of breadcrumbing you in some way or taking advantage, I definitely feel like you're still in the game. Like you're still fighting for it in some way because you don't want to let go of the situation, because you don't want to have to deal with the feeling that comes with that. Um, mm, there's definitely like a difference in morals, values, or some kind of connection here. It could be that somebody needs to grow up. It could be that their grudge is being held. It just feels like something isn't working, you know? I will say that, tell me about that Nine of Wands. Temperance, okay. I feel like you're still going to fight for something, whatever it is, even if it's this financial situation. And I feel like you'll come out on top regardless of what the outcome will be. I still feel like you'll be the one that is, like two boxers in a boxing match. I still feel like you'll be the one that gets their arm raised, right? And whatever the outcome is, I think that you'll feel fine with it. Like you'll be okay with it. Like, yeah, it's like you still have fight left in you, and regardless of what happens, you still feel like you come out on top or you come out as a winner in some way. So I'm not really sure what that means for you specifically, but your advice is house five. This is like, I'm almost getting like stay lighthearted about it. Like don't get too deep. House five is more like sex, dating, risk, fun, joy, pleasure, right? It's kind of saying like just have fun with something. Find something that you're passionate about. Focus on the things that you're passionate about. Focus on your kids or focus on your own sense of confidence and creativity and entrepreneurship or whatever it may be, you know? So I know that maybe wasn't like everything that you wanted to hear. Okay. Check for your other placements, obviously, but Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. It was a pleasure. Make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe if you have not. Also, you guys can always book a personal reading with me at violettaalexis.com. You can also follow me on Instagram and or Twitter. All of that information is obviously right there on the screen. If you would also like access to 24 plus videos per month, you can go ahead and click on my YouTube channel and click the join button, and all the information will be right there. So let's move on to Pisces. All right, Pisces. Um, hmm, I'm gonna use these cards. All right, show me Pisces. All right. Show me Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Good to know, Shannon. Good to know. All right, let's see. All right, Pisces. This weekend you have the Five of Pentacles. God damn. The Ten of Cups in reverse. Come on, man. And the Devil in reverse. I don't even want to say. All right, let's see first. Tell me about that Five of Pentacles in reverse, for God's sake. The Knight of Wands in reverse. The Ten of Wands in reverse. Careful of your finances this weekend, please. Please don't go and, get impulsive and blow a bunch of money because you're trying to show off or something like that, okay? Because that could absolutely be possible. It could be possible that you guys are trying to impress somebody or you guys are trying to show off or something like that. You guys are finally coming out of hiding or something like that. Like maybe you guys have been kind of being a little solo dolo, keeping yourselves inside the house, and then you go out and you want to blow a bunch of money, and then you look at your pocketbook on Saturday morning and you're like, holy fuck, right? Who says pocketbook anymore? Literally nobody except for me. For others of you, you could end up getting yourself involved with somebody who is incredibly insistent, persistent, and somebody who has absolutely no sense of direction when it comes to their love life or when it comes to even committing to somebody. I feel like this person is most likely more of a burden than they're actually worth, and you're going to feel downtrodden. You're going to feel very let down by somebody potentially if you invest in them or if you give to them. I would be a little cautious when it comes to whoever this is specifically, okay? Other than that, just be careful of your money. Just be careful of your money. Don't be an idiot. You know what I mean? So let's take a look at that 10 of Cups in reverse. Shannon is a man, if I'm not mistaken. I used to know my grandpa's old friend. His name was Shannon. But why is it in reverse? To me, this makes me feel like you're not getting enough from someone, and it could be a family member. Okay. You could feel unsupported by a family member, or by a partner potentially, or somebody that you were invested in some way. Now I see we're going from the 5 to the 6, but the 6 of Pentacles is just a clarifier for the 10 of Cups in reverse, which just simply makes me feel like maybe you're getting breadcrumbs. It's like maybe you want more. Maybe you want somebody to genuinely invest in you, or maybe you want your mom or dad to just tell you how proud of you they are. It can be one of those things. And it can be like, look at me, look at me. It's almost like this feeling of I'm putting my heart out on the line, or I'm giving so much of myself emotionally and I feel like I can never win. I feel like I can never win. I feel like I'm just constantly at a loss. And you could feel like you're just giving yourself away to an emotion or to a family member or to a partner, and you just feel like it's that sense of like pouring yourself or trying so hard, and just getting absolute, just feeling like nobody's listening. um it's like tweeting your heart out on an account and you have no followers. It's like, I'm not saying that you don't have followers, metaphorically speaking, but it's definitely like a deep, like you just want more. But it's almost like you're suppressing it, or you're suppressing giving yourself emotionally because you feel like you're not getting what you're worth in like a family situation, even a friend situation. But it's a relationship that's already established that feels like it's draining you. You have the Devil in reverse. Madison Davis, thank you so much. Wow, the Devil in reverse twice. Yeah, Madison Davis, thank you so much for that super chat question. Yeah, see, 7 of Pentacles, 5, 6, 7. What did I say? It's like you wanted somebody to invest in you, but you may be realizing that there's somebody here, even if say it's like a parent, right? Let's say it's a parent and like they just, you can never do anything right. You can never do anything good enough or whatever it may be. Dolly Grace, thank you so much for that super chat question. Whatever the case is, it seems like you're starting to realize, like, but it is like this double aha moment of a realization. But it's not just the realization of said people or said person, it's also the realization of you and why you keep pouring yourself into something or someone that is a bottomless pit, that has no bottom to it, that can't hold the contents of what it is that you have to offer. Because that's what it can be like. It can be like we could have the entire ocean and try to give it to somebody. But we can't give it to somebody that's walking around with a little Dixie cup and we expect them to be able to hold all of that. No. And so you're realizing that it may be their fault for not having the container, but it's also your fault for trying to pour your ocean inside of a Dixie cup, knowing it's a Dixie cup. Your advice is Chiron. So now this is where I'm going to say you need to heal something. Maybe some of you guys have Chiron and Pisces. I don't know. Maybe you got, I don't know. I don't know where you have Chiron. Okay. But I would take a look to see in your chart where Chiron is, and that may be telling you that there's something in regards to that you need to heal. But what I have learned that whatever your Chiron is in is actually a huge talent. It's actually a huge talent. I have Chiron and Gemini. Terrified. Terrified of public speaking. Absolutely terrified of people thinking I'm stupid when I open my mouth, right? And maybe I do. But I need to be okay with that, with saying stupid shit. It doesn't mean that I'm stupid, right? And like if you go look, I've released music, right, on Apple and Spotify. I pushed through that Chiron energy. I pushed through my fear of speaking to the point where I've made music. And now look what I do for my job, right? So it's like, what is that Chiron thing? What is your Chiron in? What house is it in? Which sign is it in that could show you, yes, this hurts, but push through it anyway, because you may find a talent there. So just food for thought, right? So thank you so much, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe if you have not. And also, if you'd like to let me know how you believe that this is playing out for you in the comment section below, please do so. Also, you can always book a personal reading with me at violettaalexis.com. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And where was I going with this? Sorry, it's that last side, honey. It's that last side. Gotta push through it. And if you would like access to 24 videos plus per month, you can go ahead and click on my YouTube channel and click the join button, and all of the information that you need is going to be there. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and I am going to do super chat questions. Woo, it is that time, honey. Oh, wow, Pinky. I have Chiron conjunct Lilith in Gemini in the second house. I'm probably supposed to talk for a living. I don't want to talk about the Lilith, though, right? We're not going to talk about the Lilith. Alrighty. All right, here we go. Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite color? Sorry. Oh, God. Me, dude. Okay. All right, let's do this. All right. All right. Give me super chat answers, please. In order. Okay. Alrighty. Darcy, beautiful Violetta, will something happen with the younger Virgo or ever with Scorpio? Let's see. Show me the Virgo. Anything gonna happen there? The Emperor. And the Page of Swords in reverse. I would be careful of like sticking your foot in your mouth, or this person may be like assuming some things about you. It kind of feels like this person feels like they have bigger fish to fry, or they're more so focused on like other things, like their responsibilities and things like that. And this person may have the wrong idea about you in some way, the Virgo. Show me the Scorpio. What's going to happen with them? The Four of Wands in reverse, the Eight of Cups in reverse. Feels like this person wants you or doesn't want to walk away, but they also feel too insecure about it, or they're not necessarily ready to like fully commit. So it just feels like they could also be stuck in the past about something. All right, Zaza, Happy New Year, V. Oh, Happy New Year, baby. What are Billy's feelings for me this week? The Death card and the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Like things need to change, that they are changing. Things need to end. They are ended. This could be somebody who's trying to let go of something, okay? In regards to your guys' connection. It could be absolutely possible that maybe they want to take a risk, but that death card is telling me that, I don't know, they're feeling like something needs to end or something needs to change. That doesn't necessarily mean the relationship has to end, but they're feeling like something, like a cycle or something about the two of you has to end, or like there's external circumstances that are causing something to change or to end, or that you're changing. L, why does Will keep watching slash stalking me but won't speak up? The Hangman in reverse. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Six of Cups in reverse. The Queen of Swords. He's not really he doesn't really have an intent to do shit. He doesn't have perspective on you. That's probably why he's looking. I don't think he's willing to sacrifice anything. He may even feel like it's a waste of time for whatever reason, especially if he also thinks that you have some kind of grudge held against him, but he's probably trying to trigger you to reach out. So, I mean, if that's something you want to do, absolutely, like, go for it. More power to you. But it just feels like he's kind of trying to trigger you to do something. Thank you so much, Elle. Happy New Year. Mystic Moonlight, how do you see my biz going this year? I just gained the confidence to do live readings on another platform a few weeks ago, and it's progressing really well. Thanks, Peter. I love that. Congrats. Let's see. I'm careful of a little bit of drama. That can definitely happen, specifically in social media, regardless, but certainly in the tarot community. So be careful of a little bit of drama. You may have somebody that's trying to get your attention a little bit by talking some smack. The Hermit in reverse, the Knight of Cups in reverse. You might have some people that are jealous of you. I mean, I hate to say that, but that does happen. If people aren't jealous of you, you're not doing shit. So honestly, strive to make people absolutely hate you. Uh, not because you're a mean person or you're a bad person, but just because you're succeeding. Um, I definitely feel like when you actually show up and show out, I think that that's when it's going to kind of rub people the wrong way a little bit. It just kind of feels like you need to keep your cards close to the chest in some way and just be cautious of who you associate with. It doesn't mean that you can't collaborate with people and all of that stuff. Just be cautious with your energy. Thank you so thank you so much, Mystic Moonlight. My God. Vanessa Williams, what do I need to do in career to excel? Listen to your higher calling. Make the judgment call. God is calling you to do something big. I feel like you already know what it is, and it's telling you to do it. There's something that you need to reinstate in regards to your career or when it comes to your personality to be able to succeed in that way. Something that you thought was dead, something that you let die, or something you thought you let die off about yourself is not dead, and you need to bring it to the forefront. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Mm, oh, God. I feel like it's possible that your love life could be affecting your mentality when it comes to your career. Be cautious of that. It's obviously not always just about the career and like what's going on with the career that actually affects our career, but it's also who we surround ourselves with, who and what we are giving our energy to, and what are even down to our routines and what that looks like. I think is going to be imperative. I think that with that Ten of Pentacles in reverse, don't lose something because you have your head twisted about something else. I kind of feel like this is telling you keep your eye on the ball and don't falter is kind of what I'm getting with that. Also, don't doubt yourself. Don't start to get in your own head. What you're thinking is what will be. So whatever you're giving your thoughts to is what's going to manifest in your reality. Okay, so just be cautious of that. Vanessa Williams, is Zach the Leo ever going to unblock me or keep it that way forever? What is he going to do here? Is he going to unblock her? Oh, God. What's the Tower? Hmm. I wouldn't say unblock you. To me, with that Sun, the Strength in reverse, I feel like this person is like almost faking their confidence in some kind of way. I mean, the sun is here. So it's like there is some kind of confidence here that is legitimate, but that strength in reverse tells me that like his confidence is maybe coming from a faulty place. You know. So be careful who you're giving your energy to, because I feel like you're kind of feeding that monster, and even if it's just energetically. With that tower, Nine of Swords in reverse, the Nine of Cups clarifying the tower, is he going to unblock you? I'm not really seeing that. It kind of feels like to me, something is changing in his life that is out of his control, that I don't really think has anything to do with you. Um, it feels like he's not really getting something that he wanted. This is now asking him to get out of his own way and get out of his own head, whatever that means. But there's something more internal or something more on an individual level that he's needing to work on. So I'm not seeing him like unblocking you per se. Anna Banana, hi V, was Jay thinking about me this past weekend? I will say yes. I had to pull an extra just to be certain. I will say yes, but um, he feels like you're looking good, feeling good, smelling good with that Nine of Pentacles. The High Priestess in reverse and the Temperance in reverse is telling me that he feels like there's untapped potential when it comes to the two of you. And he's not happy with how something is going. So, however something is going right now, he's not happy with that. Thank you, Anna. Courtney Renee, how is Kevin feeling towards me right now? What are his intentions moving forward with me? Thanks, Violetta. Absolutely. How is Kevin feeling towards me right now? 10 of Wands, 7 of Swords. Queen of Cups in reverse. Well, he definitely feels like something that he hid from you, or because he's been avoidant. That's why maybe you don't trust him. He's feeling like your emotions maybe aren't like completely terrible, but he's definitely feeling like there isn't any trust coming from your ends. He feels like this is a lot at this time. He may be willing to kind of carry that weight, so to speak. But at the same time, it kind of feels like there's also an avoidant of that, or there's a fear, maybe even of carrying that weight because he feels like you don't trust him. His intentions moving forward with you, the Nine of Wands, the Knight of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. It's interesting because it's like he's still kind of showing up and he's still showing out in some way. I do feel like he does have an intent to reach out or try to get some kind of information. He is feeling like this has gone on for a really long time, but he still has a dog in the fight, so to speak. But with that Ace of Pentacles in reverse, I don't feel like he's going to plant any legitimate seeds with you until he like has information about something or has like settled something. Your advice is cardinal. So this is about being brave. This is about having a pioneering spirit, and this is also about like initiating things. So I don't know whatever that means to you. Okay, I don't want to try to interpret that. I feel like you would know what that means. Kelly, is the private funding part of my nursing school going to come through so I can start in 2 weeks? Just give me a yes or a no. Yes. Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is yes. Can we give some advice just in general? Three of Swords. You may be going through some kind of pain or something like that, but it's kind of telling you to look at the bright side of things. There may be some doubts or some hardships that you go through or something like that, but it's trying to tell you that you'll be able to handle it just fine. You have everything that you need, and I feel like it's telling you to also count your blessings and focus on that instead of the negative. Anna Banana, our last convo ended in a disagreement. Why is he taking long to respond? Will he respond? Thank you. Why is he taking long to respond? The Six of Wands in reverse, he's feeling entitled. His pride or his ego is hurt in some way. I do feel like it could be potentially that he is focused on some kind of new love because his pride and his ego is hurt in some way. But it could just be that he's feeling more so entitled for you to reach out or to offer something. Um, will he respond? The moon is maybe. Why? What's that dependent on? The Three of Wands in reverse. It seems like he's frustrated right now. The moon and the high priestess are always maybes in tarot. And I asked what that's dependent upon. That's going to be dependent upon whether or not he gets his kind of head out of his ass. This is Mars reversed energy. So this is can be like low confidence, pride getting in the way, ego getting in the way, So I just feel like it's an ego thing with him. Thank you so much, Anna. Shout out to Itzel Patino for becoming a dragon. Astrid, what are Lloyd's feelings after spending days with me? Thank you, gorgeous. I got you. Six swords in reverse. Five of wands in reverse. the Knight of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. What's that Page of Pentacles in reverse about? The King of Wands in reverse? If there was like any argument or something like that, I think that he's willing to go back and like resolve it or something. He's not trying to let his ego get in the way or anything like that. Although I feel like there's something about that that's hard for him. I don't know if there was like a misunderstanding or a misinterpretation of something that he or you said, but it kind of feels like there is an ego issue or him kind of trying to swallow his pride with something perhaps. If there wasn't any issues like that, this could just simply be him wanting to come back around. For some reason, it's telling me that he doesn't want to fight or argue. So I'm not really sure what that's about, or maybe he doesn't want to talk about something specific. To me, with that Knight of Pentacles, he's like slowly but steady, like moving forward, but at a snail's pace. Why? Page of Pentacles in reverse. He may be afraid that you know too much, or that you're going to hurt his ego, or you already have, or he may feel like this is already a missed opportunity for some reason. I feel like he's distracted with something. And if it's not the ego thing, he could be trying to make himself out to be better or bigger than he is. Okay. Like every man does. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you so much, Astrid. Warrior Queen. Will D and I get back together? How does he feel about me? Will D and I get back together? The Wheel of Fortune. How does he feel about her? The world. Well, he kind of feels like things are closing right now, but I do like this. I do like that the Wheel of Fortune is here for if you guys will get back together. It's telling you to kind of let go of the wheel and it will come to you. So it's like if you go chasing it down, it's going to dip out, right? So it's just kind of telling you to go with the flow of things. And I think that it will come back around. But it's going to be different this time because the Wheel of Fortune, the upright is like, it's different. It's changing. The world is how he feels. So he feels like a cycle is closing out, but I don't think it's done. No. Because the world is about, yes, a cycle closing out, but it's so a new one can begin. Jungle, will Z come, stop running, and stay with me? Mm. I feel like he's all over the place. With that Eight of Pentacles in reverse, this is Sun in Virgo, but in reverse. This to me is him being like picky or a perfectionist about something, or just being super judgmental about something. I feel like you'll hear from him with that Page of Wands. Will he live with you? Or whatever, or come stay with you, or whatever. Justice in reverse tells me he's trying to like fish for something, or he's kind of like reaching out a little bit, but there's like this Justice in reverse, like something isn't right, or he doesn't make something even, or he doesn't balance something out between the two of you. So I don't know. I guess my answer is I think he'll like reach out to see what's there, but then it almost like doesn't work out. So I wish I want to give you advice on it because I feel like there's a way that you could go about it where he would. I don't know, maybe you just naturally will. Thank you so much, Jungle. JJ, what is Mo playing at? What is going to happen between us next? Let's see. What's he playing at? He could have options, but he could not really want any of them. Or if you feel like you're competing for his attention or something like that, that could be the reason why. It could be that he feels like you have options and he kind of feels intimidated by that. So keep that in mind. What is going to happen between us next? Knight of Wands, the Temperance. I feel like something is going to come into balance. It feels like he's very passionate about you. It feels like he wants some kind of sex with you. The Seven of Cups can also represent fantasy, so keep that in mind. So when I see that Knight of Wands at the bottom of it, it's kind of interesting. So with that Knight of Wands and the Temperance, it feels like this is somebody who, like I said, feels very passionate, very sexual towards you, is trying to make something work that almost feels like it can't work, but is trying to make it work anyway. Thank you so much, JJ. Cassie, what do I need to know most for this upcoming month? Please, ma'am. Happy New Year to you all. Oh, thank you. Okay, let me see. If you put your mind to it, you can do it, is what I'm getting here. Watch for your mental life. So, what it is that you're saying to yourself, because I feel like that's going to very much determine your level of success. It's telling you as well that you have everything that you need in order to get some kind of pat on the back or in order to get some kind of fame or success here, whatever it is that you're looking for. Damn, Chariot and the Emperor. Whoo, damn. I feel like a little bit of courage is going to go a long way. There's absolutely zero courage without fear. So I feel like whatever this is, if you're a little fearful to go towards something, you need to push through that and you need to go forward anyway. You may either A, meet somebody in a position of power that's going to help you in some way, or you will be the person that's in position of power. But regardless of how this ends, I feel like it ends with you on the seat of something, like in a powerful position. Thank you so much, Cassie. I love you. Let's see. Super nifty Susie, what's going to happen with Eric, Justin? Both are showing major interest in and marriage. Okay, let me see. Show me Eric. What's going to happen with Eric and Susie? Seems like he's coming in, he's racing in, trying to get some more information. If you guys had any issues or anything like that, he's wanting to come out of that. I feel like this is somebody who it seems very self-aware, somebody who's coming to the forefront, somebody who cares about you, somebody who may end up showing some kind of gratitude. They are a little hasty, though. Eric seems a little hasty. It seems like he's going after something, trying to talk to you about something. It seems very urgent, whatever it is. Show me Justin. Wow. What's the Five of Swords? The Ace of Wands in reverse. I don't know, because to me, this to me seems like Justin has very strong feelings for you, but I feel like he fools himself sometimes, or he gets cold feet, or he freaks out, or to be honest with you, like just by this here, it looks like Justin seems more promising. Eric is a little too not theatrical, but a little too frazzled for my liking. This is a lot of mental energy going on, and he seems a little erratic. To me, with Justin here with that Two of Cups, it feels like this is someone who may be in love with you and very strong. But there may be some kind of unattraction there or something that is not quite connecting, and I'm not necessarily sure what that is. It could just simply be him feeling very jealous. He could be like secretly be a very naturally jealous person as well. Or he may not be totally inspired to go after this all the time because he has a fear of being vulnerable of some sort. Your advice is the moon. So this is talking about listening to your instincts and listening to what your intuition is telling you above all else. Fuck a tarot reader. Listen to what your intuition is telling you. Thank you so much, Susie. Carpe Diem. Hey, Violetta, Happy New Year. I recently posted a story and my ex Ryan saw it. What are his feelings for me? Will Brian and I get married in the future? What are the ex's feelings for Carpe Diem? Not over it, assuming things, putting their foot in their mouth, acting like an idiot. No, I'm just kidding. But this is definitely someone who is making a lot of assumptions about the two of you. I feel like this person hasn't grown, and I also feel like this person is not over you, especially with that Three of Swords in reverse. So it just simply means that this person is not over you. They're assuming a lot of things. They're kind of being a little bit of a dimwit. Like they're assuming something and they don't have all of the information about it, or assuming something about you. Um, will Brian and I get married in the future? Or that could be vice versa. That could be what he thinks about you, so you would know better than me. Ooh, the star and the Hierophant in reverse. I mean, there's hope and there's healing that can definitely happen between the two of you, but there's going to be like a difference in something. There's going to be like a difference in morals or values or priorities or religious or spiritual beliefs. So it's really going to be whether or not you guys are going to be able to get over those things. Okay, so I don't know what that means for you guys. Thank you so much, Carpe Diem. Always a pleasure to see you. Karmic Karen, Happy New Year, Violetta. Well, Aquarius and I get to see each other on the 12th. Mm, this is kind of like a loss to me. Like, okay, well, that didn't really work. Maybe not. What could change that? The Fool, somebody has to like take some kind of risk or do something on the fly in order for that to work. So if somebody does that, whatever that means, then yes. But if they don't take a risk on something, then no, it's not going to happen. So it depends on the if the energy changes. Thank you, Karen. I love you. Christina, why did my ex call me Friday morning? Oh, geez. Because it's Mercury retrograde, the 10 of Cups, and the 8 of Cups. Probably to see if there's something still there. This person probably still feels oddly committed to you. You know, maybe figuring out if they want to stay or go, basically. But I feel like this person feels still committed to you in some way. It's probably just Mercury retrograde, you know. FG, tell me about Justine. Is she for real? Is she going to break my heart? What is her intentions with FG? She's trying to be logical. Oof, okay. The Strength. What's the Five of Pentacles about? Three of Pentacles in reverse. The second that you like disagree, or if she, because this to me is somebody who can be quite masculine at times in their thinking. This is somebody who is fair. They can be somewhat lenient. That's why I feel like the sword is it kind of veers off to the side, because this is somebody who can be a little bit more lenient or open-minded about something. But I feel like if you're not on the same page about a specific thing, could be money, could be anything really. I feel like this person's gonna be like, okay, no. You know, this is somebody who definitely has a strong mind, somebody who may be very confident as well. Is she going to break my heart? I don't feel like that's her intention. With the Three of Wands and the Four of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like she seems like a confident person, like somebody who's ready to venture out. She's ready to explore it. I don't think she has an intention to break your heart. Doesn't mean it can't happen, but she doesn't have intent to. Pisces. So this is saying like give into your emotions, listen to your intuition, compassion, you know, intimacy. So, you know, test it out, you know, even if it's for a lesson, you have to put yourself out there and you have to allow yourself to love, you know, that's what life is about. You know what I mean? So give into it a little bit, but of course, listen to your intuition, Pisces, right? Thank you, FG. Shireen, hey, Violetta girl, how does the Pisces feel about me? Well, here's Pisces. The Pisces feels in their power. Um, I don't know if this person's willing to sacrifice. If this has not gone to a romantic level, this person may not be willing to. Well, no, I can't say that because the Hangman, the Three of Cups is in the upright. So if you guys are just friends right now or just kind of like playing with it, this may be somebody who's willing to sacrifice the friendship in order to have something more. This could be somebody who's trying to perceive what you are to them as well. I feel like this person doesn't really know yet. I think this person is trying to figure it out. That's kind of what the Hangman's about. That's why he's hanging there. So I feel like this person wants to come together, but it's like they're trying to figure it out. Shireen, Pisces feelings for me was supposed to be $10 spread. Sorry, that's okay. Give me more on the feelings. Ten of Swords in reverse, Five of Cups in reverse. It feels like this person is ready to let go of a past thing, whether that has anything to do with you or not. Like let go of some kind of horrible breakup or betrayal or who knows, something like that. Let's see. Oh shit, I just lost my spot. Just lost my spot. Where the hell is it? God damn it. God damn it. Shireen, Pisces next actions towards me. Thanks. Love you. I love you too, baby. Next actions, Page of Cups in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Doesn't feel like they're like really planting any predominant seeds or, but they're not letting go of you either. It's interesting because it's like it's very strange because there's this sense of them feeling committed to you or wanting to explore that, not, but it's like they don't want something to change quite yet. It could be that this is somebody who's not planting legitimate seeds with you, but then it's like something may happen where there's a potential of you losing you, and they may end up holding on to that and wanting to fully commit in some way or build some kind of life or see themselves with you. Thank you so much, Shireen. Christina, I meant to send a $10 spread regarding why my ex called me. Thank you so much. Absolutely. Let me see. This is somebody that feels insecure within themselves, that was kind of mentally thinking about things, but it was more so about whether they were good enough for you, if they were ever good enough for you. Are they good enough for you now? This is somebody who may have needed that validation, and maybe you just answering the phone was enough. Courtney, Happy New Year. What is the core truth of my long distance connection, and where is it going in 2024? Thank you. Absolutely. And Happy New Year as well. What's the truth of the long distance connection between Courtney and said person? There's going to be some kind of big judgment call that one is going to need to make. This is maybe a past life connection of some sort, or there's something that's transpiring here that somebody's going to have to make a very important decision on, but it could be regarding moving potentially. I need one more for this. Somebody could be acting a little crazy here in the near future. There could be some kind of jealousy that pops up, and that could be why somebody's very apprehensive to make some kind of decision on the connection. I'm not saying somebody's literally crazy, but like, somebody may act a little crazy, you know what I mean, at some point, and that may make someone very apprehensive. And they may end up making a judgment call against the connection. So do keep that in mind. I will say that the judgment card is trumping the rest of these cards. But the judgment card can be about bringing something back to life that was once dead, so to speak, and also needing to make a very important decision regarding the connection. But it's going to be based off this Four of Wands in reverse and this Queen of Wands in reverse. Where is it going in 2024? Lovers in reverse. I'll pull one more for you. Seven of Pentacles. I feel like somebody has a choice potentially between two people. That is absolutely possible. I hate to say that. I don't want to go down that road, but it could also get to this point where it may not necessarily be about another person, but it could start to feel like this unrequited thing. Now, keep in mind that somebody's still invested. Somebody's still trying to figure that out, but they're trying to figure out how they feel for whatever reason. And it could be because of the Queen of Wands in reverse energy. Thank you so much, Courtney. Madison Davis, please tell me what I can expect in my next in my love life for January. I've had 3 exes come back this Mercury retrograde. I need some good fresh air. Thanks, V. None of my exes came back, but I did have a dream about one last night. And I was like, oh dear God, I was trying to hide from them in a restaurant. Let me see. What can she expect in January for her love life? The Six of Cups. Yeah, somebody's definitely thinking about the good times, thinking about the memories, feeling like you guys still have some kind of untapped potential and being very optimistic in regards to that. There could be like a blessing from the universe that kind of comes in that makes you realize there's some kind of untapped potential, or there could be somebody that comes in that makes you realize your own personal untapped potential that kind of puts you in this mode of confidence and has you exploring some kind of creative pursuit. The Nine of Cups in reverse. Somebody feel like they didn't fish their wish with you. This is coming back from the past with the Death in reverse, and then with the Page of Pentacles, it seems like somebody's maybe trying to get to know you. This could simply be a new offer after you realize, okay, this is not what I want. These new people, blah blah blah. So God may be trying to push you in another direction based around this opportunity that somebody's giving you. Could be a younger Earth sign, like I said. Um, So your advice is house 7. So what's house 7? Well, it can be about open enemies, but I don't think that that's where we're going with this. This is about profound relationships, profound intimacy, romantic partnerships, etc. So I feel like this is just telling you to focus on your relationships for January of 2024. For whatever reason, I'm not really sure, but there's a reason why this is happening. It's happening for you, not to you. I almost feel like there's a missing piece to something. Thank you, Madison. Dolly Grace, what is something I need to know right now? Somebody may be very obsessed with you, or you may have some kind of fear or addiction that's happening here. I feel like somebody could potentially really want your energy or may want to give you something, but I feel like they want something in return, or maybe they're um, um, uh, um, intentions aren't that great. Interesting that the Empress in reverse is here. Now, I do want to tell you there could be like a mother figure here who's like a little overbearing. I don't really like this. I don't really like this Empress in reverse with the Six of Pentacles and the Devil, because it almost feels like somebody's generosity is not genuine. So I want to say be careful of that. Of course, that could be you, but it could be somebody, like some kind of feminine energy in your life. It seems like their generosity is not genuine, is what I want to say. Queen of Swords in reverse, the Two of Wands. I feel like you're allowing something to trigger you here in the near future. I feel like you're needing to keep your eye on the ball. There could be a trip or a travel here that's up for discussion. You may end up making plans towards that. Just try not to get in this illogical emotional state, because I feel like it's going to fuck up a plan for you. So try to keep your head in the game is what it's saying. But there's something here that I feel like you're going to have to do that's a little out of the box. Like some kind of initiative that you're going to have to take to either go somewhere, move, travel, something like that. Yeah, so your advice is proactivity, expression. This is yang energy. This is doing and forward motion. So this is your advice. This is telling you to keep moving forward, keep your eye on the ball, like I was saying, and take the initiative in your own life. Thank you so much, Zolly. Sarah Victory, do you have any advice for my streaming project? The Two of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. This may be telling you to somehow maybe get some kind of financier or get some kind of investor, or you may need to put money into something specifically. There could be somebody that you could ask. This could be telling you as well that you could ask somebody or have somebody or hire somebody else to kind of handle the bookings, or handle something from the more practical 3D standpoint, is basically what it's saying. So if you need any help with something like that, it's telling you to ask for it. I am going to pull you this. Okay. Yeah, so you have Venus. It feels like something financial that you need to focus on. Like if you got more funds for something, or maybe invested in some equipment or something like that. Thank you so much, Sarah. Sky, what are his thoughts and feelings towards me? He doesn't really know what to think. I don't really think he thinks. I think that he just believes that you really don't trust him, or you have some kind of emotional issues. He does feel like you love him or you have strong feelings, but he's not really certain about what to do or even what to say, because he may feel like there are some trust issues or emotional issues that you have. We all got them, right? 1 second. Okay. Lisa R., what are Ray's Sag feelings slash intentions towards me currently? We started seeing each other 3 months ago, but have not spoken for 3 weeks. Does he plan to contact me or want me to? Confuse. I'm a Scorpio, by the way. All right, let me see. What are his feelings towards Lisa? Why the Five of Wands? The Seven of Swords. I feel like he's kind of hiding something, some kind of internal conflict. I feel like he's taking a sweet ass time. I just want to let you know that. He may be trying to unfuck himself out of another situation that you don't really know about, and it seems like some kind of dramatic situation. But I feel like he's slowly but surely moving towards you, but I feel like it's slow because he's avoiding some form of drama. And I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if he's like involved with other people or involved with someone else or something like that, but that could be why he's taking his time. I want to see what his intentions towards you are. Mm. He's trying to be a little indifferent. He may feel like you have some kind of insecurities, or if there's like a baby's mom or some other kind of feminine energy, he may be feeling like he needs to kind of give up on this right now because he has to give in to another situation. I feel like he's trying to be more logical and slow moving more than anything because he doesn't want to fuck something up. This is your energy. This is saying like, don't hold on to anything too tight. Kind of act like a river, just flow and go. And that's what it is. And it's trying to tell you to kind of surrender to whatever this is. So try not to hold on too tightly. And honestly, in my opinion, he should be the one that reaches out. You know, don't be sitting around waiting for fucking anybody, honestly. Vanessa Williams, if Leo won't unblock, are we ever going to clear the air in the future? Yeah, after a long time coming, I think that it's likely that somebody here is definitely going to put in the effort. And with that Ace of Cups, it shows me that there may be a new beginning on the horizon, but it's after like a long time of like, you know, thinking about it and putting your head in it and sitting there and waiting around. And it's like, it seems like to me with that King of Cups in reverse and the Queen of Wands in reverse, the Magician, to me this makes me feel like there's some kind of discussion going on. It still feels like there's like that awkward tension of some sort that's happening between the two of you, where he may not be wanting to be super vulnerable. You may be kind of pissed off that it took him so long, or whatever the case may be. What's that Magician? What's that? It's the Four of Cups in reverse. But I do feel like there's an intent to be a little bit more grateful towards the connection. You know, bad moods happen when people wait too long with stuff like this. So this kind of energy doesn't really surprise me. To me, it does make me feel like, though, to get out of a disappointing situation, I do feel like this person likely has the intention to do that in the future. Your advice is Saturn. Slow and steady wins a race, baby. Be patient. Stick to your boundaries. You know what I mean? I don't know where you have Saturn transiting right now in your house, where you have it in your natal chart, or where you actually have it natally in your natal chart, but maybe focus on that. But this may take some time. But with Saturn, the work that Saturn asks you to do, if you do it, it comes with great rewards. So maybe this eventually will play out in the way that you want to, and it may be telling you that you'll have to do the work, or Saturn could end up being a lesson, so keep that in mind. Okay. Hate to sound so morose. Thank you so much, Vanessa. Fuck. All right, let's see. Susie, last week you pulled a Two of Cups and a King of Cups for my career, specifically my questions about my two male bosses. Do you think I'll get a promotion? Absolutely, yes, I do. With the Sun, the Six of Swords, the Hangman in reverse, the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like this is you setting the standard. It feels like you're working very hard. I think that it's going to get to a point where you have a reason to be optimistic and you have a reason to be happy about something. I do feel like you have people watching you in a positive direction, and I feel like it's going to get to a point where these people are going to see the hard work that you're doing, and they're going to be like, all right, you know what, I'm going to give her, I'm going to throw her a bone. That's what that looks like to me. So I would say yes. Zaza, does Billy want to jump my bones? Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Wands in reverse. Yes, but it feels more of like a commitment. It feels like this is somebody who views you as more of wife material, and so they could be intimidated because they could feel like you want a relationship. So my answer is yes. Helen, will me and my person reunite at some point in the future? Life is leading us in different directions. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. Let me see. What's the Justice card? Mm. This to me is like what's happening right now is supposed to happen, unfortunately, as crappy as that sounds. I feel like something will come to a close, something will be balanced for you, but you're not gonna realize that this thing is the right thing for you in the moment. There's something in regards to the Empress in reverse with the Five of Pentacles, which is making you feel some kind of abandonment issue, or you're feeling lackluster, or you're feeling like you have all of this emotions to pour into something or someone, but you feel like you have nowhere to put it. Um, I gotta be honest, this Queen of Cups is giving me you fall in love again. And it doesn't feel like the person that you're talking about. It's interesting because we have the King of Swords in reverse, and this Queen of Cups isn't even looking at this King of Swords in reverse. I almost feel like your person isn't really talking. It almost feels like you fall in love with somebody else. As crappy as that sounds, maybe you don't want to hear that, but that's what I got intuitively. So I don't know. Your advice, Capricorn. So this is like slow and steady wins the race. This is about putting the work in. This is about taking methodical steps. This is about being responsible. Understanding that all of the hardships that you've been going through, it's not for nothing. All of the emotional hardships that you've been going through, it's not for nothing. Financial, whatever it may be, it's not for nothing. You'll understand. I know this is so cliche, but you'll understand why it all needed to happen in the end, as shitty as that is right now. Okay, I know that's probably not what you want to hear, but that's what I'm getting for you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Helen. All right, let's see. A shout out to Zaza for becoming handed the queen. Okay. Let's see. We have Dan. Moved to a different state for love and it didn't work out. I found out she was a narc. I don't know anyone out here, but my job is going great. What happens now moving forward, dear God? Ace of Swords. You may start a writing project or you may get some kind of idea, but you may be too afraid to put it into motion because you've already taken some kind of impulsive jump. With that world there, it's interesting. You may end up traveling possibly, or you may end up completing some kind of writing project or whatever idea that you have. Even though you're afraid to take the risk in some way, it seems like you complete it anyway in some way, like some kind of success that you may end up having. The Five of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and the Ten of Cups. Wow. So it seems like because there's some kind of strong determination for you to be able to be content within your own skin, within your own self, and live the best life that you can simply for you on an individual level, because this is the nine. The nines are about individuality. It seems like it ends up attracting you some kind of partner or some kind of legitimate relationship, because then we're going from the nine to the 10. So because you're so determined to succeed for you and be content for you, maybe even tap into your creativity in some way, it looks like you naturally attract a partner for you. Aquarius. So this is your advice. So maybe needing to make new friends, like-minded people, maybe needing to join some kind of group or network potentially, of like-minded people. So if you're a painter, get into a club with painters, right? This could also be telling you to maybe study some astrology. This could also be telling you to break out of your comfort zone and do something a little bit different than you would have never thought that you could do before. And it's interesting because the Fool is Uranus energy, but the Fool is in reverse. So I kind of feel like if you take some kind of leap towards something, you'll find that you're going to end up being very successful. But it's going to be something out of the norm for you, and it's telling you to do that. Sam Williams met an amazing guy on a work trip and we parted ways after major life crisis. Will it work out? Oddly, it was predicted we'd meet all the way down his name. Very divinely guided the way we met. Odd. I love those moments. Okay, let me see. Mm, what's going to happen with these two? Wow, okay. The Hierophant, the Seven of Pentacles, the Six of Cups in reverse, the Seven of Swords. What's the Seven of Swords in reverse? The Page of Pentacles. So this to me looks like there's a potential for some kind of investment, but somebody's going to be very slow to make a decision. And it could be because somebody's not quite ready to grow up, or there could be something in the past that's kind of holding them back that they're going to end up confessing. So whether that's you or whether that is this person, it seems like there's something that somebody has to confess. Maybe somebody has a child and they didn't want to tell the other person, or who knows, but it looks like there's some kind of potential for some kind of commitment here. But I feel like somebody, like I said, is going to take a long time making that decision because of something from the past that they end up confessing to the other person. Thank you so much, Sam. I hope it works out. Anna Banana, is there anything I can do to make the situation better? Stand in your power, bitch. You know? Eight of Wands in reverse, Emperor. I'm not telling you to detach, but I'm telling you to stand in your power, understand that you have bigger fish to fry, and you don't need to push anything. It's just that simple. Don't push it. Thank you, Anna. Christina R. What are the true feelings and intentions of the guy I ran into today? Show me the true feelings. Eight of Swords in reverse, Knight of Pentacles in reverse, Strength in reverse. Well, not feeling super confident, that's for certain. Not feeling confident, feeling a little too much like this person probably cares what you think a little bit more than they're willing to admit. I think that this is somebody who's trying to get out of their own way and get out of their own head, but I feel like they're having a hard time doing that for some reason. Maybe you just intimidate them. Intentions. To Nine of Swords, the night he wants to offer you something, but dear God, the poor man is in his fucking head like crazy. I feel like he wants to change something, it seems like, but it seems like some kind of outer circumstance may end up causing him to end this, or some kind of external circumstance is forcing him to change the way his vulnerability, or the way that he's approaching with his vulnerability. Because there's some kind of stubbornness, pride. This is like somebody who doesn't think they're good enough, or you know what I mean? Mercury is your advice. So it may be telling you be smart about it, think, learn. This could be telling you to talk to the guy, just communicate, get curious. You know what I mean? Mercury is all about being curious. So who knows, right? Thank you, Christina. Rach, I am a Pisces sun, aqua moon at Cancer rising. I have Chiron in Taurus at 18 degrees. Oh, the killer be killed degree. What should I work on most to help heal the wound this brings up? Okay. So if I'm looking at whole sign house, you have Chiron in your 11th. So Chiron in Taurus is about a healing around self-worth and self-value. This could have you feeling like maybe you don't bring something to the table when it comes to groups. Maybe you feel like nobody understands you, or like I said, maybe you feel like you're not bringing something to the table, or you don't understand your value out in the world, or you feel like you don't deserve something like an aspiration or a goal, or you don't feel good enough to have that thing. That's interesting. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse with the Seven of Cups is what I got for you. You don't have to carry it. Like, you don't have to carry that wound. I find that our Chiron placements are actually some of our biggest talents that we have, kind of like the 12th house, but the Chiron is a little bit more apparent, or a little bit more in your face. I feel like you need to take that Chiron placement, and I feel like you need to transmute it. It's like if you keep hanging on to whatever that thing is, like, for instance, like I said, like, I have Chiron and Gemini, right? And it's in the second house, right? So it's like, I feel like maybe people don't value what it is that I have to say. So I was very, very quiet for a very long time, until I just said, fuck it. And I just started talking. And now I do it as a career. So I feel like whatever this is, I feel like when it comes to your Chiron placement, I feel like it's telling you to explore it, because it's possible that you may end up realizing that the world is your oyster, that you may end up realizing that the thing that you were most afraid about ends up being your career, or it ends up being your biggest blessing. But the thing is that you have to push yourself through it. You have to actually go through it. You have to do what scares you. You have to do what freaks you the fuck out. That's the only way that you're going to benefit from it. So, what is that thing? All right. Thank you, Rach. Cassie, what is the Gemini feeling towards me right now? Six of Wands, King of Pentacles in reverse. Ugh. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and the Page of Wands in reverse. Oh my God. Well, if you give him any kind of validation or love or attention, he loves that. He sucks it up. He sucks it up like a leech. I'm gonna let you know that right now, because this man may have some kind of inferiority complex a little bit. He could feel kind of insecure. It's coming most likely from a childhood wound, is what I'm getting, especially with that Page of Wands in reverse. However, like I said, he does like the attention that you give him. I feel like he wants to give you attention in return. Um, But it just feels to me like it can't manifest to its potential. Um, and not because maybe of anything you're doing, but because he's holding on to some wound that will not allow him to evolve. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I got for you, Cassie. I hope that made sense. Thank you, Cassie. Love you. WC time frame of when Scorpio will reach out. The judgments. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't really do time readings. The major arcana doesn't give time. Um, from what I've learned. But judgment is technically around Libra or Scorpio time. Okay. Feelings. Four of Wands. This person may want to go out and like have a good time and do something. They may even want a commitment at some point. But I feel like God is pressing this person to answer the call, and it's only when this person is going to decide to answer it. And I don't know what that's dependent upon for this person. But the time frame is when he picks up the phone, so to speak, metaphorically speaking. Thank you, WC, Courtney Renee. What holds Kevin's neck or Kevin back when it comes to me? Should I even give him energy when he pops back up again? What holds Kevin back? Possibly another person that he's probably juggling. Oh God, he doesn't want the drama. He doesn't want the fighting. I'm gonna be totally honest with you, Courtney. I feel like he has somebody else, and I feel like he doesn't want to get involved in the drama or something like that. Should I give him energy? What should Courtney do? The Devil in reverse. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse and the Moon in reverse. Please trust yourself is what it's asking you to do. Understand that you do realize that there's something toxic about this. Somebody that's willing to do something like this to you or ghost you or not, have sex with you and then fall back or whatever it is he's doing is not somebody that is worthy enough to be able to provide or to be able to connect with you in that way and doesn't even deserve your essential commitment. You have square. So this is your advice. So it's telling you you have a bit of a mountain to climb. And once you overcome whatever this is, there's some kind of diamond to be had. So if you can overcome whatever this is, you'll get the reward. Damn. Squares aren't so bad. I don't think they're as bad as oppositions. But the good thing about squares is that something positive can come from everything. But squares are like, there's a diamond there. You just got to get it. Venus Martini, advice on Jonathan. You can give to this, but it's telling you to prioritize yourself more than anything, especially when it comes to self-love and self-care. I'm not sure why that may attract him more. I mean, I don't know. But it's telling you if this is a love interest, it's telling you can be generous to a point, but it's telling you that to be most of all generous with yourself. Thank you so much, Venus. Mary S. Will Matt and I reconcile? We had a falling out last night. We are both Scorpios. Oh, goodness. Two Scorpios having a falling out? My goodness. Will we reconcile? Going into hermit mode here for a while. I feel like this person may be totally and absolutely and utterly in love with you and is very self-aware. But it feels, yeah, not a bunch of motivation. I feel like eventually, Page of Cups, but they're not going to show up as the authentic, like, oh, I'm in love with you. You're everything to me. Like, it's going to be like, I'm not really motivated to do this. But behind it all is like somebody I want to say, give this person the alone time that they need because this person's going to come to a big realization about some big emotions that they probably have for you with that Hermit and that King of Cups. So I want to say, don't sweat it. Sky, do you see a new love showing up for me in the next few months? Page of Swords, you're going to meet this person online. Four of Pentacles, they're going to be a little, I don't want to say shy, but a little apprehensive or a little held back. I feel like this is probably a younger air sign, sun, moon, or rising, okay? But this person may be younger than you and a little apprehensive. Also could be a Capricorn, sun and Capricorn, Four of Pentacles. Alrighty. Holy crap, you guys. I got to get out of here. I love every single one of you more than you will ever know. Thank you so much, Lori, Rick, and Complexity. Thank you to all of my dragons. I absolutely love you guys. Lisa, thank you so much for the compliment. I very much appreciate that. Oh my God, no way. Oh my God, I'm reading her comment. That's freaking crazy. I'm dead, DJ. Sorry, you guys. Oh my God, there's 333 likes. Okay, anyway, guys, I gotta get out of here. I love you so much. Please have an absolutely wonderful night, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.